clicking.
Clicky clacking.
I clicked it.
You clicked it! Yay! Hello!
Woo!
Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. It's been so long. I'm still adjusting my suspenders. Don't mind me. Hello!
Hi.
We are back after, God, since November. That is
goodness.
like 3 months. Holy smokes.
We had
But
to
we needed to. I did the math and realized we had been streaming weekly consistency for almost a year. That's a lot.
Yeah, and we needed a break.
Considering the only breaks we took were medical emergencies, we needed more than that.
I mean, technically, it's a big old medical emergency.
Yeah. So we've now
Like
learned
2 bouts of food poisoning.
Or it was just holiday break, Jason.
it was a lot of stuff.
Holiday is a medical emergency. I don't know if you I don't know if you were aware, but holidays are all medical
During
emergencies.
holidays,
Hey.
medical emergency.
Medical
Yeah.
emergency.
That's the excuse that I used to go to work for the holidays, so yeah.
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 And now we're back. And now we are here to play some more
Hello.
Clocked In. But before we get started with going into Clocked In, we of course need to thank our sponsor. We were able to do this last week with Verbena, but now it's back to do it Clocked In style. Do you like coffee?
Are you gay?
Probably. If you're
Probably.
here.
Probably.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
And if you're queer and like coffee and would like to buy legitimate queer coffee, then go ahead and check out Grinding Coffee Co.
Itself is queer.
Specifically, the link in the chat. There it is. It should pop up any second now. Maybe we'll see what it does. But if you use there it is. If you use the link in the chat along with promo code Nexilis Games, you can get 10% off of your order of gay coffee, of gay hoodies, of gay mugs, hats. They have cold brew masks
to cover the queer bottom half of your face.
Yeah, specifically.
Yeah, that part.
That's that part.
Just that part.
If you're using it right, which you should be, it goes over the nose.
God, please.
Please.
And around the chin.
Yes, whole thing. So yeah, you can get all of these things at Grinding Coffee Co. while supporting a queer, Black-owned coffee company that supports marginalized streamers all over the internet when it comes to video games, tabletop, chatting, whatever it is. They have arms open for any marginalized streamer, and it's such an honor to get to work with them. So go ahead and check them out. If you use promo code Nexilis Games, it looks us real good for next year to get that code renewal. Woo! So
What?
it's weird to promote. You good, Jason?
Yeah, that didn't sound like an English sentence for a second.
It wasn't fully.
It wasn't fully English. I was like, sorry,
No,
I was
you
so
got the point across.
confused. I was so confused, but I got, your heart was in the right place, and I got the idea.
Hey, that's all that matters. So go ahead and use the link. It helps out our streams. It helps out a really awesome company. That's all you really need to know. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description. So yeah, there we go. Now up next, we need to start giving a shout out to all of our lovely castmates. And as you can tell by the screen, by the number of faces on the screen, as well as the change in overlay, you've probably noticed we have an additional player at the table this week. Hey, you probably recognize Ashley from the SS Verbena with Jason as the DM, or Ashley from multiple Thesperience projects, Jar Rebuke, Finley and the Chaos Crew, all sorts of stuff. But now, Ashley, please introduce yourself to everyone.
My name is Ashley Kraft. I use they, them, and ze, them pronouns. I am going to be playing a character named Raymond tonight. I'm very excited. You can find my stuff. I think there's going to be a link in the chat for my stuff, but you can find me at ashleycraft.card.co. And a lot of you guys probably already follow me on social media, so, but I'll still, yeah, they probably do. But you can find those links in my card either way.
And Ashley is the one who made that awesome glitchy promo image that we used for Clocked In. So that was Ashley's work. So
I made most of the stuff for promos, so.
Yeah. So very excited to finally have them on. I'm very excited for Raymond. Can you tell us race and class?
Raymond is a human paladin.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I was half expecting you to go, no. And I'm
Absolutely not.
No.
Character sheet so long ago, I was trying to remember
No.
what it
I feel that.
Yeah.
All right. So next we're gonna go kind of just around the screen. So Jason,
Hi. What do you want from
Hello.
me? Just
name, pronouns,
Oh.
who you play, and a little about you.
What do
okay.
you want from me?
What do you want from me?
Your
Hello.
love.
Hello. Well. Okay. Hi. I'm Jason. I am a dad-shaped he him. I love saying that. It's like my brand. I am here playing Saris, who is an elven ranger and is also a little shit. And
you love him.
and I miss Saris a lot, so I'm glad to be back with this child.
Oh, he's so fun.
Yep. I
love
also have a card for all the professional stuff of professionals. Don't remember what it is. I have to learn it. I really should learn what it is. Yeah,
It's
Jason
in the chat.
Larock. Yeah, Jace, I'm reading it. Thank you. jasonlarock.card.co. The A is gone from Jason because it makes me different.
It makes me unique.
It makes me special. And I also run SS Verbena every other week, so I'll be here next week putting people on a boat again.
Hey,
Back on
thank you
the
very
boat.
much. Back on the boat. Thank you very much, Jason. And
Back
next
on
up
the
is gonna.
boat.
Next is gonna be I may act. I don't know if I can do Chelsea next. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I was
Just
just
laughing at the back on the
the
boat.
boat.
Back
Back
on the boat.
Chelsea, give us an introduction.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. I use they them pronouns. I am playing Rami, the chaotic Thespis or cleric of Thespis. Wow, I haven't
Mhm.
done this in a while. She looks like a cinnamon roll, is a cinnamon roll, and really likes bones. And you can find me pretty much anywhere using the username DangItBar, but primarily I'm on Twitter and Instagram, just using those two.
Hey, and the links for that are also in the cast thing, so they're right there.
You can always just find me as DangItBar. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much on everything.
Mhm.
I checked; it's also that on Tumblr too. I don't know if you still fucking use that, but
Very
it's there.
rarely, but yes, it is.
Hey.
That's where I originally made it.
Hey, all right, and Jenny.
Oh, sorry. I just had to remember what my TikTok username is. Just a second. All right, cool.
You do have like two different ones.
I have multiple different ones because they're always taken. So, hi, I'm Jenny. I play Dee Dee, the Azamar Bard. She is also an unknowing but very devout cult member. She's anxiety incarnate. But you can find me at Cerulean Siren 19 on Twitter, Cerulean Seamstress something on Instagram, and
Is it 13?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
18?
Cerulean Siren VO on TikTok. I am mostly on Twitter though, so that's
Fair.
probably where you're gonna find me
Jenny.
most.
You're a little quiet.
Can you turn up your
Oh.
scream at me?
Like I did earlier.
Ah! Hold on, let me fix.
I just saw the stickers. Sorry. I just saw the stickers on the overlay.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad.
Love them so
I'm
much.
gonna talk while
Oh,
I slowly
good.
turn it
They're
up.
so good.
I'm gonna talk while I slowly turn it up.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna talk.
That's better.
Sound good? Cool.
Yeah.
I love the song.
I'm gonna talk while
No,
I'm
totally
slowly
turned it
Uh,
up. Yeah, I love it.
All right.
But yeah, that's my stuff. Did I
Hey.
say what pronouns I use?
I
No.
don't know.
I use she, they pronouns.
Hey, there we go. Now you did.
Also, I am now 25. That was not a thing last time we played.
You know
And
what?
engaged.
That and
And
engaged. That's the other thing.
And I got engaged. That one too. I forgot how long it's been
There's
since we
there's
streamed.
something like what is it? Happy birthday to
Hey,
you.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
to
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
to
Jenny.
Jenny.
Happy birthday to you.
That's so discordant and I hated that.
I think the thing that got me the most was like there was a thing. What is it?
I wrote it down on my
Uh,
calendar
Thank you.
so I would
That's
remember.
very nice of you. I appreciate that.
Yee. And so these are all of our players. Many of us are a year older, and
Yes.
y'all are
Oh, I am
yeah,
too.
And
and
you're younger.
or a year younger, depending.
Whoa.
You got
Um,
younger?
I'm fucking
It's just
impressive.
that good.
Oh my god.
We all know Ashley is a Fae patron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We know this.
Yeah. That's.
You never tell my secrets.
good.
I'm worried now. I'm scared.
Oh, Ashley. And hello, I am Casper Oliver. I am your DM. I use they, them, and he, him pronouns. I am playing everyone and everything else that isn't the players.
You're
Including the
playing
trees.
us.
Including the
us.
trees.
I do
Yes.
want to say you have played the players at one point
I have, yes, I
when I
played
got
Beanie.
possessed.
Yeah, I played. That's the only one so far. We'll see how the rest of the
So far.
series
That's
goes.
threatening. I
Um,
don't like that.
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
Threatening.
I just like keeping y'all on your toes. So yeah, you can basically find me all over the place under Casper Oliver VO or just Casper Oliver. My card is in the cast post. You can find me with Jar of Rebuke, the Queer Thesperience, the Soft Boiled Detective, Georgie Romero's Done For. I
Everywhere.
please stop me, someone help.
I'll do it. Stop.
Hey! Oh, thank you. But also thank you for letting me join your project, Jason. I really appreciate it.
What?
Thanks to
Just enabled it.
Enabler.
I was making a joke about Verbena, but that was
I told
I
you
lit-
about it and you just said, "Oh, I want to play a chef." And I went,
Yeah.
"Okay."
yeah. I
We're
was
doing
about
it
to say
now.
that was literally I was about to say that was literally my fault, so I can't blame you.
Mm.
But anyway, this is our lovely cast and crew today. We're actually staying relatively on schedule. I'm very proud of us. And now we are going to get into the meat and potatoes of the session. Who is ready to play some clocked in?
Me, bitch.
Finally.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
That also that.
That
I really
sucks
wanna be a
for
millionaire.
you all. I wish I could do that for you.
Oh, I
Damn
can't
it.
get fantasy Monopoly dollars.
Oh, you can get fantasy Monopoly dollars, Phenopoly dollars.
Monopoly.
Phenopoly.
Why does that sound like an organ? Like a
The Phenopoly. It does.
or
It
you
sounds
get
like
some
a
kind
part of.
like a
It sounds like a part of the throat.
It's
The
a surgery on
Phenopoly.
some sort of.
It sounds like
Yeah.
an appendix's cousin.
The appendix's cousin.
yeah. This is the appendix, and this is my cousin Phenopoly. love
So we are gonna start this session off actually with our guest character.
Woo!
So
So jazzed.
everyone else, please mute. You may keep active with the chat on your phones and whatnot. And now, Ashley. So, how does Raymond start his day working under Fletcher?
He wakes up pretty early. Definitely earlier than Fletcher wakes up, that's for sure. And starts probably has like a little morning routine, I think, where he probably kind of maybe goes for a little walk around the yard, or I can picture him maybe having some kind of garden on the property. So
Yeah.
maybe he probably goes and walks around that and makes breakfast. And depending on how much later than him Fletcher wakes up, he might make Fletcher's breakfast then, or he might make it, a bit later, but just make his own breakfast. But just kind of a quiet start to the morning. Probably drink some coffee or tea or something.
Okay. All right. So I would say today, it being a bit of a special day, that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's a special day. So Raymond probably wakes up like an hour or so earlier than usual. You would still have time to make his breakfast beforehand if you wanted. But you would hear at about, I would say this would probably be happening at about 8 a.m. You would hear like a little buzzer indicating that he is up and he is requesting assistance in his room.
Raymond sets down what he's working on and goes up the stairs to go see what Fletcher needs.
All right. So you get up to Fletcher's room, you give the usual knock, and you hear the very typical tired, yes, come in. And you see Fletcher has now moved to have his legs draped over the side of the bed, just kind of a head like hung between his shoulders, kind of gripping at the side of the bed with just a sigh. Clearly hasn't stood up yet. And it's just, Raymond, come here. Please.
Raymond walks over.
And he reaches out his hands for you to help him stand.
Hey.
All right. So you help him stand up. His hands are feeling a little warm today as you kind of help him to his feet. And you can feel like a slight tremor as he just, I hate these days.
I'm sorry you're having a bad day today.
I also wish we didn't have plans.
That would make it definitely easier if you could, rest a bit more. But I mean, think of it this way. After you do what you have to do today, then we can have a nice rest this afternoon. Take it easy the rest of the day. I can take care of the other things that need done around here, and you can take the rest of the day off after you do just the one little thing you have to do.
Just one little thing.
Just one little thing. Just think of it that way.
Fine. Could you go draw me an ice bath to start
Yes,
the day?
Of course.
He starts kind of slowly making his way over to his like cabinet for his like wardrobe to start. He's able to walk on his own today. As he kind of goes and opens up, you're able to head out and go set the ice bath. As you're walking, you see some of the other not the live-in house staff, like you see some of the other cleaning staff are starting to arrive for the day. All greet you with the very good morning, Raymond. And
Good morning.
so as they kind of like the gardener who tends to the rest of the garden besides yours, they head on back, and you see them talking with some of the kitchen staff, and so just the more day-to-day things, and they all greet you as head of the household, besides Fletcher, of course.
Yeah.
And everything seems to be going smoothly. As you are drawing the ice bath, you would get a phone call from Amber.
Hello, Amber.
Hi, Raymond. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
How's he doing?
He's not having the best day today. I'm drawing him an ice bath, though. His hands feel a bit warm, but that should help him.
Okay, all right. I'll get there first.
Good.
I'll talk with Rosie and make sure that I'll tend to her if you watch over Fletcher today.
Yes.
Cool. So
I got it.
I know. Thank God.
Yeah.
So I'll meet you there. I'll have snacks and drinks ready at the table.
Perfect.
Cool.
That would be much appreciated.
If there's anything else that you need, just let me know. If Rosie calls, Rosie, the manager, if Rosie calls, just tell her to call me.
Okay, absolutely.
Cool.
You're better at talking to her anyways.
Yeah, also, if I'm not with Fletcher, then I probably should be with her. Keep them separated,
That's definitely a smart plan.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. It's been too long. I'm really excited to see you.
Yeah, same.
And if he's feeling up for it later, I might see if he wants me to treat him to lunch, because I haven't had time with him in a while. So,
yes.
But if he's feeling warm, we'll see.
Yeah, you could always get lunch and bring it back here, and we could always sit in the garden and eat it if he doesn't want to be in the restaurant.
He'd love that. Okay, perfect. I will talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
And she hangs up, going off to do whatever it is that she gets up to. So you're able to draw the ice bath. After you draw your ice bath for Fletcher, what do you do?
Probably help him into the bath.
Okay.
I see if he wants help getting into the bath.
He would request you carry his the clothes to change into. He would grab his cane and start to walk himself. You do notice a slight limp as his right leg seems to be a bit tense this morning, but he's pushing through, kind of shaking off help. But once you get to the bath, he requests like a sturdy hand to hold on to. As he slips into soak, you watch as steam rises off of his body as the ice starts to melt around him. But you know that he is in the most comfortable place he can be in at the moment. After this, you sit with him and talk with him, get him his breakfast. I assume you two share breakfast together.
Yeah.
And then you are to help Fletcher get to your next location. All right. So that's where we've got that. Now my player characters.
Beer.
You all.
Hi.
We're all going to start with you all meeting up at the bookstore. So, Saris, you brought a guest with you today. Who did you bring?
I brought Quill.
You brought Quill along with you.
Quill.
They're having their bookstore date.
Quill's coming.
Yay. And Dee Dee and Rami did not bring anyone, right?
No.
Cool. All right. So the four of you are able to meet up outside of the bookstore. What are your mornings like? How do you get to the bookstore today?
This is the one thing Andromeda's not late for. She probably stops by and gets coffee from Funkin' Phonuts, I think is what we
Yep.
called it.
Phonuts.
Funkin' Phonuts.
For herself. She knows Dee Dee doesn't drink coffee, so probably just gets water for Dee Dee and then gets coffee for Sirius and maybe Quill?
If you ask,
Text.
Quill's just like, I don't need it, but I like the taste. Thumbs up.
Okay, what do you want?
Coffee. It's like a robot, like the robot emoji, and then the thumbs up emoji.
Just,
Um,
literally just, I know you want coffee. What kind of coffee?
Hazelnut.
All right.
Thank you. Another thumbs up. To be honest, Quill's probably not used to anyone other than Saris, like getting them food. So it's like, a coffee. You know what I wait, you don't know what I like. So you all meet. So you get there on time or early? Early. Okay.
One thing.
So you're getting a spot in line and holding it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dee Dee, what is your morning like?
Dee Dee's early.
Okay.
She gets out of the house basically. She's already up really early all the time anyway.
Yeah.
She's usually up most of the time as the sun is rising for most things, just to get kind of a start on the day and where things are quiet for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably takes a car, but she waits outside and just kind of watches the city for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
somehow she's there even before Andromeda, even when Andromeda is miraculously early.
So it's less that you tried to get there early, but more you just left the house as early as you kind of could.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was less to get there early and more to just get out of the house.
It was an added benefit because if she didn't feel the need to get out of the house, she would have gotten there early, but
Not as early.
just not as early now.
So, all right, you are there quite early. So I'd say, Rami, when you get there, you see Dee Dee's there, but not in line yet. So you'd be the first to get in line and you could flag over Dee Dee. Saris, your morning with Quill. I assume that you're probably going to, well, no, Quill is staying with you now.
Yeah, Quill is vibing in my apartment.
Yep. So walk us through your morning with Quill.
Neither of them need to sleep.
Nope.
So
Just a really brief recharge at one point.
yeah, there's like one point early in the morning for about 4 or so hours where the two of them are like, yeah, maybe we should stop playing Super Smash Brothers and actually chill out for a little bit. And just kind of meditate and recharge, just kind of right there before waking up, like, yeah, we gotta leave soon, eventually. We should probably get ready to go.
Yep.
And even though they didn't need to sleep, they're probably both still later than the time that they had agreed with Rami to meet up.
Yeah. It's like they started their recharge / meditation a little later than they meant to. So by the time they woke up, they're like, shit, how did we sleep in? We don't need to sleep.
I love that the visual of Quill, like, oh my god, like, we gotta go. And Sarah's just like sitting on the couch still playing video games, like, huh? We gotta what? We got like
we have plans.
We have the book signing at the bookstore. We gotta go.
Oh, I invited you. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. That's. I mean, do we still want to go? Or are we
Yeah.
gonna? Because I'm going.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rami
Okay.
would be very upset if they didn't go.
Like, oh
Yeah, they're gonna
shit,
go.
the
Like,
sun's
she-
up. When did
she
that happen?
She invited you guys. She'd be
Yeah.
so upset. If you just
Opens the
didn't go.
blackout curtains. What time of day is it?
Oh God. Yeah,
but they go.
honestly.
They're slightly late, but they get there.
Yeah. All right. So you're able to get a good spot in line though, because Rami and Didi got there early. So Rami, Didi, you're able to meet up and kind of chit chat. You do eventually see Saris and Quill showing up, and you get a very quick like, sorry from Quill as they they're probably just still walking next to Saris. But you all are join one another in line. I would say the line is presently when you all show up and get there, it's currently outside of the store to keep like traffic moving in the store.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it's like y'all are just kind of saying, it's a nice day out. The weather, it's very mild. It's very comfortable. You're getting a little sun, but it's not beating down on you. It's very nice, actually. So not a terrible morning to be outside. Rami, I assume you kind of pass out the coffees and water.
And she's bouncing. She's so fucking excited.
Yep. I assume you probably did. Okay, did you bring something to sign, or are you going to buy something at the table, or both? I mean,
Both.
okay.
I
Yeah.
was thinking both, and I was like, would you?
Saris probably has like, not Saris. Quill probably has like, one of those like book sets you can buy at like Walmart. It's got a little like, it has all the books kind of in this like cardboard box. Quill probably brought the box for one of those. But left all the books at home. It's like
That's valid.
This was lighter.
That's so valid.
So you're all currently waiting, and then eventually at one point someone steps outside, and it's like, all right, everyone here for the L. Pierce book signing. Please follow me. I do want to ask, this is what I want you to do, Chelsea. I want you to roll just a regular D20.
Okay. Oh God, hold on.
Can you shove your way to the front of the line?
That's a 13.
Okay, so you were
He doesn't do that.
you were able to get there early enough that you are one of the first people in line, but you're not like front of the line.
No, that's fine.
There's still like a handful of people there. But basically it's short enough that when you get when you're being walked in, as you see, like you're kind of walking through the bookshelves, and you're seeing people who are shopping. You're seeing these people like, they don't even know what's going on. Do they even know who's here? And do they even know who is right over here at this table? As you're approaching the table, you see a gentleman seated at the table. You see some books in front of him. He has short, dark, kind of almost black hair, kind of gelled back out of his face, like a kind of a thin, dark mustache. As he's kind of shifted, he's wearing a red button-up with like a black, it looks kind of like a cardigan, but it's not like a flowy cardigan. It's like a formal cardigan.
Yeah. I got you. I have a few of those.
Yeah, and he's got like a black tie, and he's kind of sitting there. And next to him is another gentleman. Ashley, can you please describe Raymond?
Yeah!
Hey. Raymond is standing next to L. Pierce and is wearing a black button-up shirt, has on a black waistcoat, and is also wearing a red tie, maybe a little bit brighter red than this one, but has a red tie. Has his hair, he has short, dark brown, almost black hair. It's not gelled back or anything, but he looks very sharp and clean cut and has just a nice fitting suit in general.
All right, so
snazzy.
What I do love is that they've kind of mirrored each other with like red base and black accents, or black base and red accents.
Yeah, the bow tie probably matches this shirt.
Nice.
I love that.
So you see that, and then you see another woman standing at the table. She's standing more at the edge of the table, and she doesn't seem to be talking to anyone. She's on her phone. Not Fletcher, Raymond. This would be Rosie. This is L. Pierce's manager. So she's kind of talking, and you all hear a familiar voice. If you recognize her voice, Amber from the speed dating service.
Oh my God, I don't remember who I met during that. Hold on.
I know that
Oh,
she
I
at
know.
least met, I think, Saris and Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Dee Dee was
Give
awkward.
me a second, I gotta pull it up.
I don't know if Rami met her.
The camp counselor Amber, I don't think Rami met her either, but I think
Okay.
I remember I took a note about her.
Okay. So Saris, Dee Dee,
Oh
you...
no, we saw her outside.
Yes, so you all did speak to her. So you all may recognize her. And
I have
you...
her phone number.
You do?
Yeah. You all hear her voice. Hey, Rosie, can you come here real quick? I need you for something. And you see the woman kind of step away and follow Amber, whatever she's doing here. Odd. But yeah, so you're all kind of standing in line. You're kind of hearing the general like excitement and hubbub and the whispers. You know, you hear the people behind you talking in line of, I've always wanted to go to a book signing and this is the last small one. And I don't think it's going to be the same after this. So I needed to make sure I know, right? And you just hear people kind of whispering about it. So how are you all feeling? Yeah.
Not Dee Dee's, mine.
Yeah. So how are we all kind of vibing in line?
I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. I've never read a book in my life. It's like I don't get the hype. This is a person.
This is a piece of paper. He's gonna write his name on it.
Yeah, it's like he's gonna get a scribble that says, yes, this person touched this paper. Yeehaw. Why is that special again?
Why does that matter?
Why do I care? You
We
know?
could be doing so many other things that aren't
I
this
know.
boring. Like,
Oh
Yeah,
my
but it's like
God.
Quill has got the box set and like
Quill's excited.
I'm also imagining like as they were running out of the door, Quill just grabbed it, dumped all the books out of it, and just ran out the door with the box, with an
Yeah.
empty box.
Didn't think about
Fuck
carefully,
this
just
shit.
dumped it.
So
1,000%.
it's like that, and the fact that like Rami's probably just bounced back and forth about 20 times within like a cube of space to stay in
No,
the
the
line.
thing is, no. She didn't do that. So, for context, for what I'm imagining, last night we went to go see a show,
Okay.
and there was a little girl that was brought up onto the stage to like talk to the captain of the ship or the thing that we were at, and the entire time she did not stop, just in place the entire time. It was like a
Sweetest little
5-minute
thing I've ever
process.
seen.
That is what Rami is doing, and I imagine
Popping
she
in
probably
place.
also has apple juice packets like this, and she just
I love her so much.
That's so
So
good.
good.
That's so good. Yeah, but I've got absolutely no idea what the hell is going on here.
Saris is there for emotional support.
Yeah.
Rami also had coffee
In
this
case,
morning,
in
so
case
she's
anybody
awake.
passes out.
You also got free coffee from Rami.
Oh, sweet.
You did.
No.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a great day.
Quill is probably kind of trying, like you can tell they're trying to not just start info dumping. So they're kind of like trying to rein themselves in a little bit to not just ramble. But they're getting like real excited. But I could see that eventually turning into Rami and Quill just going back and forth.
Yeah.
And Dee Dee and Saris are just kind of off to the side. Neither of them really getting it.
Well, Dee Dee in particular is like feeling really anxious.
Of course she is.
Like
It's Dee Dee.
she's really glad to be hanging out with people that she considers her friends now.
Mm-hmm.
But she is like holding on to her holy symbol like really tightly. One in a sort of way to reassure herself, but also I don't think she realizes it, but kind of trying to hide it. And she is very, very self-aware of where she's positioned to the windows outside.
Okay.
Wow, character development.
Wow!
We're learning
Look
some
at her.
things.
Oh, love to see it. Ah, yes. So your time in line is fairly standard. Raymond, the first few customers or, patrons or whatever you want to call them, the first few attendees who are here are all very polite. And it's like, oh, thank you. It's like, I've wanted to meet you for so long. Or like one of the people is like, oh, yeah, I've been to every book signing the last few years. And every time Fletcher responds with the same very, very practiced. Oh, well, thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate you coming to meet me. And what is it that I can sign for you? How do I spell your name? And it's all very practiced because
God, get me through this.
because you can tell he's
tired.
very tired.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Little man.
His cane is leaning against the table back kind of between you two. So if he has to get up, it's right there. But it is more tucked away out of sight. Mostly just for Fletcher's comfort. But yeah, so it's going smoothly. The most that you kind of notice from Fletcher is some leg bouncing, but that's not too uncommon. How do you kind of imagine Raymond is acting at the table?
Raymond probably is kind of helping to greet the people walking up to help kind of take some of the pressure off of Fletcher for doing that. And also to make sure that people have a good experience and not just Fletcher unenthusiastically greeting them. So Raymond is the Walmart greeter. The book signing.
I imagine there's like times at book signings where like a kid will come up or something, or someone like really young, and and like Raymond just kind of like, "Hey, Fletcher."
Yeah.
Just a little,
Just a little bit more.
You got it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
just for this one, and then
just this.
It's okay.
I promise you can go back to the other thing.
Yeah. You could go back to the other face just after the child walks away.
Smile a little bit for the child.
Yeah. And
the child.
And he tries.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah. And Raymond appreciates that.
Don't accidentally crush this child's dreams, please.
Yeah.
Child cry.
Don't accidentally scar this child for life.
No, that's what Raymond's for.
Raymond's like, if you make the child cry, you're gonna have to deal with a crying child. That's worse than smiling.
You're right. And Rosie would get so mad.
She would. Then you'd have to deal with the crying child and angry Rosie.
Oh, so yeah.
Motivation.
So Fletcher smiles. Who I'm gonna actually just ask. I'm assuming Rami approaches the table first.
You know the answer to that already.
Yeah. So it is your turn. The bookstore attendant who walked you in, it seems to be like maybe the liaison between this event and the bookstore. She's kind of like, all right, and it is your turn. And she kind of gestures for
Very quickly puts the applesauce away. It's like, okay.
All right, so Rami, you approach the table and see who you can only assume to be L. Pierce sitting next to who you assume to probably be like his table attendant, you know. And he just kind of gives a, hello, how are you?
Sorry, I was just laughing at the little shit.
Oh shit, applesauce!
What did he say?
Hold on.
Fucking crying.
He does not notice the applesauce gets shoved into your pocket.
That's fine. It didn't matter. She just wanted to have hands. Oh my god.
I want to roll to see if Raymond notices.
Yes.
Roll to applesauce.
Yes. Yes.
What
So that would be perception.
She wasn't trying to hide it. It's very obvious.
Oh yeah.
22.
You see it.
Absolutely see it.
Fletcher is so focused on the burning pain in his joints
That's
that
so valid.
he's just like, no. But you notice this grown adult just, and then very enthusiastic come over. Rami,
Yeah.
how do you approach L. Pierce?
She's gonna do her best to kind of like sort of match energy so she's not a bundle of pure unbridled chaos, because she knows that's a lot and he seems very tired.
You see a little bit of shadow under the eyes. Yeah.
So she's gonna try to and walk up and just, hi, I've wanted to meet you for a minute. My name is Rami.
Rami, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Anyway, what? Kind of looks to Raymond. It's just like, would you like something signed?
Yeah, I would, very much so. She's like,
Alright.
she's doing her best to keep the like bouncing down and like the excitement fully off of her face, but she's not doing very well.
If you want, you could roll performance to see how well you're hiding it. Yeah.
Oh, she actually did. Hold on. Give me. Oh fuck. How do I? Give me a second. I have it. I have the screen minimized a little bit. Oh, that's a 15 E flat.
Okay, 15. All right. So as you approach, you're like, hi, you're kind of like greeting excitedly. You notice the shadows, but what you also notice is you're clearly seeing them through makeup.
Oh yeah.
So I imagine that Rami is just, oh, I'm gonna
calm down just a little bit.
kind of reminds you of like your professor parents during like finals when they have to prepare and run all of those tests. It kind of reminds you a little of that. So you just know,
Like bring it down a little bit.
You got yeah. So what can I sign for you?
Well, I have a book that has already been signed, but I would like another signature because I bought it already signed, and then I was gonna buy one of the books here.
Oh, of course. Here, and kind of gestures for your book.
Give it.
Now I do want to ask, Saris and Dee Dee, where exactly are you standing?
You can go ahead.
I was gonna say doing that friend thing where it's like you stand awkwardly behind your other friends and you're like, they're gonna, and then as like when they leave, you're just kind of like, nice to meet you. Don't know what that was about, but all right.
That's like running into someone on the street, like when you're hanging out with another friend.
Just like a really uncomfortable, like, hi.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know you, but hi. But that's kind of like, just kind of standing behind them with a coffee, just kind of waiting for them to finish up whatever they're doing.
Yeah. Saris, you do notice that Quill has kind of started to bounce in their shoes. Not nearly as hyped as Rami, but they're pretty excited. This is cool. They're finally doing something that's like for them,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're with friends. They're with friends. They're having a good day.
God damn
Having
it.
a good day. I want all of you to, as the scene continues, I would like for you all to please roll perception.
Oh, they're gonna be.
We're gonna be perceiving.
Really, Rami? Okay.
I'll move all my dice out the way. Perceive. Why?
Did none of us roll well?
I rolled okay.
11.
Did not.
11, okay.
I rolled a 7, but I actually had a question for you.
Yes.
Rolled the best out of this.
How close to the windows to outside is this little area?
You're fairly into the store.
Okay, cool. Then she'll be there.
Okay.
It's probably around the same spot that Saris is, just kind of like...
Yeah. Just
but
sipping on your...
7.
Okay, yeah.
So...
And Rami?
I rolled a 15.
Okay. So, Dee Dee, you do not see this. I need to see if Quill does. Nope. All right. That was a 2. A 2. So, as Fletcher and Raymond, I'm going to give this to you. So, Rami, you hand over your book, and so you're kind of mad with it. And how do I spell your name, Rami?
R-O-M-I.
Rami, all right. And Dee Dee, you don't see, but Saris, Raymond, Rami, you see him cough out the slightest amount of smoke.
What?
As he sorry.
Question.
Hmm?
Could I roll Arcana?
Please do.
Cool. Can I roll with advantage?
Because I know what I know.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool.
That's not what I wanted.
13 is the highest that I had for that.
It works though.
Oh.
The way the smoke is coming out, The way that his body shakes and he kind of trembles a little bit after, you have only ever seen that one other time, and that is with your little brother. And you have never seen that elsewhere except for with your little brother. Yeah?
I have one thing to say to that. I'm gonna mute myself again. Goodbye.
So, and Raymond, you know exactly what this is. But yeah, you notice him cough up the slightest amount of smoke before he just kind of, sorry. And you see him sign. It's very much like, so tell me about yourself, Rami. Are you a student at the local, one of the colleges?
No, I work for a company in the area. I'm an intern.
An intern for what company? As he's kind of like getting you to talk about yourself as he's signing your book.
Yeah, just gold standard.
How long have you been an intern there?
Not very long. About how long at this point would they have been?
I'd say it's we'll go like a month and a half, 2 months.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that seems right.
Sure,
they haven't been part of it for very long. God damn it.
Time. I've been there for
amount of
time.
A certain amount of time that I definitely know.
It's the jar of rebuke crackle.
Yeah.
For
I've
the
been
amount
working
of
there
time.
since I was hired.
Yeah, for about
Brought in for a
amount of time.
I was brought in for internship. That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, and so signs your book and closes it and pushes it back towards you. Well, doesn't push it. Probably got told by Raymond that comes across as very rude, even though Fletcher doesn't mean for it to. So it's like maybe just hand it to
Just
them.
gently.
Yeah. So kind of hands you back your book and just and what book would you like? And you see some of his newer books. You can tell it's like I'll say this. There's a book there that has what looks to be like a phoenix on the front, except in oh
Did you?
did you do it?
Oh!
Ow!
Kelsey hurt their head.
Also,
Oh, we're
As
back,
someone-
baby!
as someone
All the
not only
costumes.
lives with her but is engaged, that like it seems really weird that they keep doing this over
Yeah.
and over and over again in every session. Every time they sit down at the computer for any extended period of time, they whack the shit out of their
Every
hands.
single fucking time. It's like the one thing I do
Every
the
time.
most is
I can hear
smack
it from
my
the other
desk.
side of the house.
I have hit my
God.
desk very hard before.
Oh
I do it
no.
at work too. It's not just at home. I do it at work too.
Oh no.
That's the fear that I have at work every day is smacking the shit out of my desk.
No.
I mean, fair. So, yeah, you see a book there. It's a new book. It's like you haven't seen it in stores, not even online. It seems that these may be the first copies to be sold.
Okay.
The cover seems to have a phoenix, except instead of like a bird with wings, you see like a hand reaching up and you see like the hand is getting scorched. It seems to fall in line with the very kind of like mystery fantasy sort of thing. And it's a cover you do not recognize. Okay. All right. It's
She
a
would
little
do that. She would just like point.
and you've noticed a lot of people have noticed that like the books come out slower and slower. This one seems fairly lengthy though. Like this is like one of the chunkier books
Chunky
he's
boy.
written. Yeah, it's one of the chunkier books he's written. So you grab that and you actually see the faintest little smile on his face.
Hell yeah, I do.
Um
Hell fucking yeah, I do, bitch.
As Raymond, you would know that this is his most recent piece. And this is an incredibly cathartic piece for him to write.
Good. Raymond smiles a little bit too.
So you pick up the book and you see like the little smile and you just, I'll admit I am particularly proud of that one. I hope you enjoy.
I look really forward to reading it. The cover looks really cool.
Thank you. I just came to me. He offers out a hand to take the book and signs it. And as he's signing it, Raymond, he kind of like tilts his leg and kind of kicks you under the table, in a way to be like, can you talk to them while I do this? But let me roll stealth to see how
how hard he kicks Raymond.
Kane falls over, hits the ground.
Just Raymond.
How dare you?
Raymond, don't fall over.
No. It's just a light little tap. And also the rest of his body doesn't move. So like no one else would notice the little kick.
Good.
So you've been kind of like talk to this person.
Voluntold.
Yeah.
Raymond wasn't expecting this, so he just blurts out the first thing he thinks of, which is, have you ever tried the mango applesauce?
I have, yeah. It's really good.
It is.
I tried all of them.
Good. I haven't tried the raspberry one yet. Is that a good flavor?
She goes through a bag.
That's
That's my favorite.
That's so kind of you. Thank you. Be a good snack as I help assist with the book signing.
You both see Fletcher is making the same face you two are. It's just...
Raymond just kind of looks at him like, you kicked me. You wanted me to talk to them. I didn't do it.
I don't know what you want.
You're seeing this non-verbal communication happen between Raymond and Fletcher of like, what are you doing? What is that apple? You kicked me. And then it's just.
It is really good applesauce.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll have to try it.
You should.
Oh, and
Good
what?
snack.
We'll have to get some. And he kind of looks to you, Raymond. And then awkwardly goes back to the book, finishes signing it. And Rami, you watch as he reaches under the table, pulls out what looks to be like a very artistic bookmark, tucks it into the book, closes it, and hands it back to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Special treat.
Of course.
Great to meet you, Rami.
It's great to meet you. What was your name?
My name is Raymond.
It's great to meet you too, Raymond.
Thank you.
And the woman, the bookstore attendant was like, thank you so much for coming on by. Let's keep the line moving. And gestures for Quill.
Book in hand, just
yep. So
immediately starts reading it.
as soon as L. Pierce and Quill are making eye contact, Sarah, so you see Quill kind of freeze, as if like all of his processors are kind of just like going, and then they just sorry. Hi. My name's Quill. I really like your books. You do some great work. And Fletcher just, thank you. And what was your name? And you see out of habit, just Quill, just Quill. And Fletcher just thinks like, oh, Quill. I'm sorry, you don't happen to be. And it's like, yes, Quill, Morrison. Just, that's not what I was going to ask, but like, interesting. So Quill, what's brought you here today? And it's just like, sorry, I really just wanted to get a book signed. And you're watching this conversation as both of them get progressively more awkward with each other.
Oh no!
And eventually it's just like, signs the box and everything, and as they kind of adjust, and like, so the Fletcher is doing the same thing that he was doing with Rami. So where do you go to school? What, like, are you around here? And it mentions being from the Artificer College. And you notice like the more that Fletcher seems to learn about Quill, it seems like they're kind of connecting dots. Raymond, you would recognize the name Quill Morrison because you have heard it on the news with the court case that their father is dragging everyone through and all that. You do know the name, and that Fletcher recognizes the name, but would also recognize the little Artificer College logo on their bag. So Quill kind of just excitedly gets stuck. It's like, yeah, no, I've been working on some virtual reality projects at school, and it's really cool to be able to use your books as part of my escapism. It's usually video games, but I do like to sit and read now and then. And it kind of comes as just this, I'm like, oh, what kind of video games do you like? As he's still kind of signing the book. And that's when Quill is like, I like rhythm games and simulation games, but this is my, kind of looks to you, Sarah, so good friend. We play a lot of video games together, and you have not put a
Friend.
title. You have not put a title to anything. So Quill is like,
Friend.
good friend.
That's what they call it these days, uh-huh.
It's a call a good
Oh.
friend.
Best friends.
Is that what Sarah says?
No,
Good pals.
not here.
Best
No.
buds.
Roommates.
Best buds.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
we were roommates.
They were roommates.
We're roommates.
Oh my god, we were roommates.
So you kind of get unofficially brought into the conversation. Not necessarily that Fletcher's talking to you much, but like they've kind of noticed you and given you like this equally awkward like, hello. And like goes back to signing the book. And you notice another, and you see more smoke kind of go like into Fletcher's hand. Then signs the box and hands it back. And it's, thank you so much for coming by. I do appreciate you two coming to say hello.
Do you need me to go find somebody to get you something to drink or something?
Kind of like awkwardly looks to Raymond and just, no, but I do appreciate it. Raymond, could you go get me one of the ice waters? I don't want to trouble you. And he kind of scoots out, kind of giving like Saris this like apologetic, like,
No, it's fine. I couldn't help but notice, and I don't want to call too much attention to things, but I have a sibling who similar situation.
you see Fletcher just he kind of scooches back in a little bit. How old?
He's turning 9 soon.
How bad?
In the process of coming down from a pretty bad spike.
You see kind of like thoughts, and he just kind of like leans back a little and leans over to Raymond. Raymond, you hear a, do we still have the equipment in storage?
Indeed, we do.
Kind of like, do you plan to leave immediately?
I don't know. And then Saris is gonna look towards wherever Rami is and just be like, if I can convince my friend to put down the book enough to walk out the door, then maybe. But I have a feeling that we're gonna be here for a while.
By the way, Rami's not paying a single bit of attention.
Yeah,
rolled.
I figured
She's
as much.
In the book. There's
Yeah.
no in-book reading.
Yep. All right.
I rolled to see.
Yeah. So, yeah, Fletcher just, how, I don't mean to pry, but just before I make a suggestion, how is your family handling it? Monetarily.
That's partially the reason why I've come to the city. To find work enough to at least help.
I have some things that may help them. I got them to help myself, but it's too late for me. Too severe, they say. If caught early, they can help. If you stay and do a small favor for me, it'll be yours free of charge.
Okay. Sure.
I don't want to explain in front of a room full of people, so I will talk to you later.
Okay. Do you just want me to come back here when things wrap up, or?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Raymond, the water, please.
Raymond
And
hands it to him.
yeah, so then just starts chugging, and you watch as Fletcher grabs this like cup with condensation. You watch as the condensation just steams away, kind of bubbles on his hand as he starts swallowing down the water. And as if maybe they didn't notice, the bookstore attendant is just very much like, all right, let's keep the line moving. Thank you so much. And kind of gets the next people going. So yeah, Quill comes with you. Yeah, Jenny?
I wanted to say, because Dee Dee was standing behind Cirrus the entire time during that conversation. The moment it got serious, she was staring at the floor just like, this is none of my business. This is none of my business.
I like your song.
I'm trying really hard not to listen.
I like your song.
We need to have an album of Jenny songs.
Yes. Nexilis, the Nexilis Games Jenny album.
She started to do little jingles more and more, and it brings me so much joy.
Good.
Oh, good. There's
I
gonna be an
haven't been
album.
masking as much in public, so you know.
So, Rami, Didi, you're all off to the side. And it's about at this point that those of you who recognized the voice earlier, well, I guess all of you except for Quill, will hear like Saris, right? As you look up and you see Amber walking down one of the little book kind of alleyways.
I had no idea you were gonna be here.
Yeah. And she kind of like looks over to the table and just, that's my brother. And she kind of gestures to Fletcher.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was wondering when the time would come for us to be introduced, but
Well, I didn't expect it to be here. Hi, and Didi, and you had a really fancy name, Andromeda, right?
What?
sorry.
Oh, you got the new book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real proud of that one.
But yeah, I was Andromeda. You can call me Rami. It's easier to remember.
Rami, yeah, it's nice to see you again, Rami. And I didn't meet this friend. And Quill is kind of just holding the box, like, kind of just like, all right, did the thing I came here to do.
Oh, sorry.
Don't
this is
pick at it. Don't pick at it. Don't
This
pick
is-
at it. Don't.
Yeah.
this is Quill. We're very good friends.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like
Finish.
it gives like a really yeah. Hi, I'm Quill. It's nice to meet you. And she's like, oh, I'm Amber. It's a pleasure. Seems you also met my brother. And Quill's yeah. He's real cool. I'm glad that kind of looks back down to the box.
Quill is having this moment of just like,
Yeah. And it's also just like kind of Quill is just realizing, what are Saris and I?
a moment of crisis.
Like, are we just friends? Are we friends? Like, are we friends? Are we
Friend or friend? Or
Yeah. Oh my God, are we roommates? I mean, are we roommates?
They're roommates.
Oh my god, I
And
can't believe they were roommates.
Yeah. That's kind of Quill's little internal monologue going
That
on.
pipeline to friends to roommates just happens real quick.
The friends to roommates pipeline.
With queers especially.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so you all kind of
me and Jenny, so I mean.
yeah. So
That's sloped. Friends to best friends to roommates to partners to engaged.
no. So, we're gonna fast forward because you all then notice that Amber's job seems to be to keep Rosie from nagging on Fletcher too much. So she seems to kind of be distracting the manager, who kind of seems to be pushing Fletcher a little more. Like, why don't you stand up and shake their hands?
Get out of here, Rosie.
Yeah.
Fucking rude.
And Raymond, you know 1000% why Fletcher is not standing up or shaking hands.
Yeah.
I imagine you.
I just said yeah.
Because I was about to say, I imagine Raymond kind of has to, if Rosie comes to the table, Raymond takes over.
Yeah.
It's like, gosh, she got by Amber.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Gotta block her.
So we're gonna fast forward a few hours. The line dies down. You kind of hear some announcement. Oh, also, Saris,
Yo.
do you request the rest of the group to stay with you for this little favor that Fletcher's asked? Or what?
I'm gonna be honest. If they just stand there and talk, Andromeda's gonna find a table and sit down to read and isn't gonna leave until someone makes her. So
she's just gonna stay there anyway.
she's just there.
Yep.
I don't think they would expressly invite them to come because it seems like a very personal conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Saris would be like, "Hey, I was asked to stick around and talk about something after everybody's kind of gone. Had a conversation while Quill was getting their box signed, and we got to talking, and I'm gonna hang out and talk after all the stuff is done."
The Quill gives a very much. I'll just stick here with you. I don't have anywhere else to go right now, so I'll just hang out with you.
I was just gonna follow wherever you guys went. So.
Okay, you're more than welcome to.
And I don't think she's leaving
No.
anytime soon.
Right
She's
over.
got-
The conversation just whoop.
She's got a book and enough applesauce to last at least 48 hours.
That's where you're wrong. It only lasts maybe 20 minutes, but okay. She's counting it.
I don't know. It could be an applesauce bag of holding.
Okay, I kind of want one of those though. Anyway, so you all end up hanging out at the bookstore. Raymond, as the rest of the day goes on, give me a performance roll. Fletcher's gonna do the same just to see how the general rest of the signing goes.
All right. You said performance?
Yes.
I almost spit up applesauce.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't go great. He only got an 8.
Okay. So basically, as the day goes on, you end up becoming a bit more distracted because Fletcher is not feeling well. You end up probably having to go get some like ice from the cafe.
Would Fletcher want iced coffee?
Probably.
Yeah.
Just cold.
Yeah.
Cold.
So I just tell mostly ice, just a little bit of coffee.
Just drink and as it's going on, Fletcher kind of in between people start chewing on ice, or like tightly gripping an ice cube. But within literal like half a minute, the entire ice cube is gone.
Ooh.
Like it is just melting and dripping onto his pants. But there's no flare up. Nothing smelters, nothing smokes, nothing catches fire. And you're
Good.
able to get through it, but it's rough for both of you because you're up running around, rubbing his back whenever people aren't looking, kind of just whatever it was. What are ways that you would offer? Like, how would Raymond comfort or offer assistance?
Definitely by bringing plenty of ice and making sure that Fletcher stays hydrated, and then also trying to, like, if there's a way to like, hey, we might need like a 5-minute break in the signing, so stuff like that, of trying to kind of take the pressure off of Fletcher, and maybe in between people trying to say something to help cheer him up a little bit, or give him encouragement, and tell him like, you're doing a really good job. I know you're not having a good day, but you're doing a really good job with this.
And that means the world to Fletcher. And so I'll say that's kind of how he's able to get through, is your attentiveness. The people are accommodating for the breaks. It's like, oh yeah, of course.
Right.
They'll like pause the line for a few minutes, and
Maybe would fight them if they weren't. So.
Oh yeah, no, this contact you're working with is no, they're pretty cool.
Good.
So that's all accommodated for. Eventually, Rosie gets the picture and like stops coming by the table towards the end. Strictly going to Amber. Yeah, strictly going to Amber. And Yeah, so at the end of it, Fletcher kind of like pulls on your shoulder, like on your sleeve, and can you go see if they from earlier, if they're still here?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm gonna start
Would you like some more? Do you need more ice while I'm over there?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll be happy to get you some.
And Fletcher kind of starts to keep themselves busy by folding up the boxes of like leftover merchandise. Technically, he doesn't have to, but he's just trying to make himself look busy so people don't come talk to him.
Yeah,
That's so
valid.
valid.
So, for you to go find the group, I shall have you roll investigation.
Ooh. That roll definitely did better.
All right.
Yee. That is
Sorry,
a
that's-
19.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, could it be an advantage with Andromeda's little happy squeeing?
Right.
Or like audible sounds as like you're reading the book, just like a
The thing is,
ooh.
that is fully Chelsea coming through on that fact because
Right.
I also do that.
Yeah.
There are points in time where she's reading and she's like, or there's points in time where they're reading and they're like, and I'm like, what? What's happening? And it's like, oh, it's nothing. It's just a thing in my book. And I'm like, I asked you
I wanna
that because
know.
now that you made that noise, I have to know what's going on.
It
Yeah.
happens frequently.
All right. So, with a 19, I mean, you don't need advantage. You easily find them.
Yeah.
I'll say that you're able to walk over as you're walking towards the cafe. You probably found them at like a table, talking. Maybe Dee Dee, Saris, and Quill got to talking as Rami was reading, and then their
another
conversation
roll.
keeps getting interrupted by this. Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
It's like there's a gasp, and everyone at the table's like, "What?
Yeah.
What?"
Yeah.
And Rami's just
Yeah.
like, "No." Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, no. And then Quill's just no spoilers, no
Scares
spoilers.
Dee Dee every time.
Oh,
It makes her
God.
anxiety so much worse because.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, you soon realize that like it's all good. It's still putting you on edge, but you know. And as you go over, Raymond, to get some ice, it's more on your way back that you see them, or more that you hear and you look around and you
What's going on?
immediately spot them. Like you just kind of look up, look over, and bam, and you're like, oh, that was easy.
Cool.
As you have like a cup of just ice.
Just pure ice.
I forgot she has the keen mind feat, so anything she's reading right now, she will remember clearly for the next month.
Yeah.
All of it.
Oh, that makes
Sweet.
book hyperfixations fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny?
Question for Chelsea.
Hmm.
How is Andromeda sitting?
Not like she's sitting like a fucking queer.
Okay.
My
Good.
question
She's
is
probably
she
sitting
squatting
crisscross.
in her
No,
chair?
she's crisscross applesauce in the chair.
All right. Keep with the applesauce motif. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is,
Back punch.
she's not small, so it's just mostly leg.
Yeah.
She's all fucking leg. Just like you don't know how she's able to do that
Practice.
because it doesn't look like she should fit comfortably, but
She
she's
doesn't look comfortable.
she's fine.
Yeah.
But she looks queer, so.
As you fucking should.
And Raymond, that doesn't surprise you because she reads an L. Pierce book.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm sorry. For context, though, if you didn't realize it because she was reading the L. Pierce book, she dresses like a queer. You know the earrings that's like only like put these on earring and a
lesbian would
lesbian
go?
will buy them. That's
Yeah.
her.
Yep.
Good.
Like she has like frog earrings and shit. Like she's colorful frog earrings, like full poofy red hair,
Good.
partially in space buns, like
Yep.
just fucking everything about her.
Pins galore.
Yeah.
Valid.
So many
God.
fucking pins, like all over her bag.
Good.
So Raymond, you see the group that Fletcher asked you to find. What do you
Fletcher's
do?
ready to see you all now when you guys are ready.
Right? You all suddenly hear that as
Just
the
randomly.
assistant from the table that you saw with Fletcher is there with a cup of just ice.
Listen, sometimes.
Just ice. Just Fletcher is ready to see you now, or would you say L. Pierce?
Yeah, I'd probably say L. Pierce.
Yeah, L. Pierce
Yeah.
is ready to see you now. Very butler. Do you like lead them back to the table?
Yes.
All right. Quill
They
went
kinda-
off.
They kind of followed like little ducks, maybe, in a row behind him.
Ew.
And you're walked back to the table. as you see that Amber is there with Rosie grabbing boxes and walking them out of the store. As Fletcher is now standing, or L. Pierce is now standing with his cane, kind of like his hip leaning against the table to just take some of the weight off. And
Raymond hands him the ice.
Thank you. And takes the cup. And again, you just watch as like you can see the ice in the cup kind of starting to melt just ever so slightly. And it's just, I would like to get some fresh air. Why don't we all head outside? And
Andromeda is going to tuck the book away for now. Put the pretty
Raymond offers out his arm in case Fletcher wants to use it and sees what Fletcher does.
You all watch as Fletcher kind of stares at the arm for a moment, give a sigh, kind of adjust, and then takes Raymond's arm. See them lean on him a little bit as they start to walk out of the store. Fletcher is not making eye contact with anyone. Fletcher is looking more at the ground to make sure they don't walk into anything. And head outside. And this is where we are going to call for our intermission. All right. So we will be back in 10 minutes as we will continue along with figuring out what is going on with this situation. Everyone, during this 10 minutes, please make sure, go refill your snacks, refill your drinks, stretch your legs, whatever it is that'll make you feel good, because we got another hour and a half of this, all right? So we will see you all in 10 minutes. Bye-bye.
We back.
Hmm.
Yeah, woo.
Hello.
As you can tell, we are lukewarm excited.
Quiet. Woo.
I'm just trying not to blow out my mic.
That's
A
valid.
singular. Woo.
Woo.
So, we are back. We are leaving the bookstore.
Sadly.
So, as you all, I imagine that you all actually are kind of guided to walk first, since Fletcher, I would rather walk behind you all.
Raymond just leads them all.
Yep.
Here we go.
So you get back outside. The weather is still very nice. It's still a very lovely, mild day. It's still, like, I'd say early afternoon, mid-afternoon. It was quite a short book signing, because Fletcher refuses any longer. And once you are outside, Fletcher kind of steps off to the side to be by, like, the wall of the building, and kind of just, gestures, looks to you, Saris, and kind of waves you over. So it's currently, I would say, Raymond, would you stand closer to Fletcher with Saris, or
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
Quill would stand more with Rami and Dee Dee, because this feels very much like a Saris Fletcher conversation. I imagine that Quill probably heard you mention your sibling and was like, touchy subject. Cool. I'm gonna let them do their thing.
Rami has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
He's
No.
just like, okay, I'll stay right
We're
here.
walking with the author. I like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when Dee Dee and Quill don't go, it's like, okay, I should wait here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Saris, you are over with Raymond and Fletcher.
Yeah.
And so it's just Fletcher. So, to explain what it is that I am offering to you, I came into possession of some equipment that was supposed to help me, we'll say, regulate my body temperature. My case is too severe. It cannot keep it regulated. But it would work on me if the case wasn't so far along. Likely like your sibling. One's akin to a tub. Another thing is something you attach to the bed. It should reduce flare-ups in the middle of the night. And there's also something that Fletcher would say something that they can wear to, it's a bracelet that gives you a little ping whenever your body temperature starts to get too high. But for me, it's always screaming, so I never wear it. Your sibling could use these. They will be free of charge. You need to do something for me, though.
Well, I kind of assumed as much.
My case is too severe. There is a chance that there might be something that can help. You just see another puff of smoke. You see it coming out the nose, and it's like darker this time. Like you can smell something burning. There is a magical item. It is a knife that has ice magic woven into the blade. And sort of a theorizing that we might be able to use it a bit acupuncturally to combat the fire with ice. I don't need you to approve my decision. What I need you to do, I might know where it is. Your friend over there, kind of gestures to Rami, works at Gold Standard. Do all of you work at Gold Standard?
Mm-hmm.
So you're used to these kinds of missions.
Normally when they come through our, what's the term for Shirley's position?
Your manager, your supervisor.
Okay.
She's an intern supervisor.
Yeah. Jobs like this normally come through a supervisor, if we're put on them specifically.
I will also pay cash reward for everyone who helps. If you get me this knife, under the table, no taxes, no questions asked. But I need that knife. If your sibling waits as long as I did, I don't know how well off they will be.
And you said
See
you
them-
have an idea where this knife is?
I do believe it to be at a local casino. It's called the Devil's Playground. And Raymond, you know the people involved.
Indeed, I do.
The owner is rumored to have it. And his intentions with it cannot be any less than vile. So, getting it out of his hands and into mine, where it can be put to medical purposes, should be better. Morally and scientifically.
It's a win for everyone.
And
Okay.
so, he looks to you and he looks over. Your friend, Quill. Christopher Morrison's son, yes. Child. They would say child. Christopher Morrison's child, yes.
Yes, but I don't think they like that title.
I only ask because I've heard the news. I've been following the case. It's something interesting. Didn't think it would pay off. I will aid in their tuition. If you get this. You get the equipment, you get cash pay, no record, and I will help them through the next year of college. Get me the knife, please.
What's the name of the person that owns the casino?
His name is Caden. Caden Roy.
You mother banana ding dangus.
Why do you recognize that name from a murder mystery?
I saw that man's murder.
Well, this is a different universe. He's still alive and pulling shit.
Oh, damn it.
Got to face him off in multiple universes.
God damn it.
So, yeah. Caden Roy.
Balls. I hate it. Sorry. Anyhow. Okay.
He is the owner of the Devil's Playground. It is a very common casino. Kind of looks to you, looks at your friend group, and Raymond, you've been there before, yes?
Yes, I have.
Amber mentioned wanting to get lunch with me.
She did.
Could you take them?
To the casino?
Yes.
Absolutely.
If nothing else, the boys should recognize you.
They will.
And at about this time, you see your group would see Amber come out and look around. So she had gone back in looking for Fletcher. Comes back out and sees like, whew. And about this time, she comes over and is like, "Hey, sorry to interrupt. Fletcher, do you wanna go? You wanna?" And Fletcher just, "I'm actually fine in this social interaction. I appreciate it, but yes, I would like to leave."
He's like, I'm tired. I would like to leave.
Gordon, I'm
Thank you.
tired.
Amber, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. Sure, go away. So you are now standing there with this information that you and your gold standard friends have kind of been invited to go get this knife. Whoever you, quote unquote, whoever you choose to bring with you will be escorted by Raymond to the casino. Who do you take with you? Who do you invite? Do you invite all of them? including Quill?
I feel like having more people is both beneficial and harmful. In the fact that having more people means more allies, which means more opportunity to devise a plan. But also,
I mean, so there's a pro and a con, I think, to bringing Quill, because Quill is going to be recognized
that's another one,
pretty
yeah.
easily. And also, Quill might be more useful at home at a computer.
Actually, you know what? That's a good idea.
You could tell Quill what's happening, but they are technically a hacker. They would
That's
be more
true.
useful at a computer.
That's true. We would have eyes if they can get into CCTV cameras.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was like. Probably
You
still
know,
go home.
that's okay. Okay, that's I like this. I like this. Very good. So we can have Quill on hacker duty and eyes on CCTV, just in case, and then the rest of us can go in. The only thing that I'm a little iffy about is that goddamn necklace. I'm sorry, Jenny, but the necklace is just going to be out there in the open.
Yeah.
Also, Dee Dee's kind of also recognizable. Not as much because she's not in news right now, but
This is
She should wear
also
disguise. I'm kidding.
I don't
mean, she
think
can.
I don't think they would recognize you within this environment as much.
this is
Yeah.
like a casino, so drinking
Very
and
different
card
environment.
games and gambling. Like it's like your father's name might be recognized if that was said out loud. Dee Dee is probably gonna be okay
It's
here.
still the
considering she's
symbol.
also not
The
referred
necklace,
to as
The
though.
Dee Dee.
necklace will stand out more than Dee Dee.
Yeah.
will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anyone mention this to her?
Fuck are you
So
here?
maybe button up a few more buttons. I don't know.
You know, for modesty.
Yeah, modesty.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
it's all buttoned
You're-
up. It's all
you're-
like up here.
You're all about that modesty, right? Uh-huh. I don't fucking know.
I don't know what to tell her.
Yeah, the only other problem is how many people are still
Is
looking for
Rami's
this knife.
applesauce.
Well, yeah, and the applesauce. We're gonna have to put that through the security check when we go into the casino.
That's fine.
And
Each
they're
was
gonna
less
be
than
like,
4 ounces.
I can
to
eat it
get
on the
in.
way there.
they're like,
I can
you're
eat it on the way
bringing.
there.
It's like you're bringing in like 10 packets of applesauce to a
Do you think-
casino.
You think that how long we were at the bookstore, those applesauce packets
Oh,
are
they'd be gone.
depleted?
They'd be gone.
That's-
Yeah.
She has
But
like
here's,
one left.
here's the thing.
Snack from the road.
This is one of those weapons.
It's one of those knives, like
It's one
the
of those
electric
knives.
one.
It's like the
Mhm.
electric one.
Holston.
Okay. All right. Saris is going to try and explain the situation.
Okay.
Because
Also, Raymond has joined the party. So,
Oh, yeah.
Raymond, you are officially with them.
So, I guess, to the best of his ability, Saris is going to explain the situation. Did you smack your hand again?
No, I was laughing because I read Shusho's message of just you can poison people with those, and I was like, the knife, and I went, no, the applesauce.
Oh, the applesauce.
It was just for a moment. I was like,
So, would probably explain the situation of I had a conversation with L. Pierce about a similar chronic condition that he shares with my brother. And would kind of explain that, and that there's now this weird ultimatum.
it really is.
It's so odd how it's like I just met you and already you're dangling my brother's
I'll help
health
you
above
only
my
if you help
head.
me first.
But it's basically this whole thing of we can all get something out of this. It'll be under the table. My brother can get medical help that otherwise my family wouldn't be able to afford. And so y'all will get money and Quill would be able to afford school without having to bank on their father, who is probably no longer going to pay for school because of the situation with the case.
Yep.
Dee Dee also hasn't brought up her issue with her money.
Oh, right,
Nope.
yeah, because it got blocked, right?
Yeah.
You have
Yep.
a lower
It's a
spending
lower
Card got
cap.
cut.
But
Yep.
like, she still has the card. She still has access to money, but it's much
Much lower.
Yeah.
Because your dad was like, what the fuck? No. That's a lot. So yeah, you all are given this sort of rather desperate ultimatum. And assume Raymond's explained to be your guide to the casino.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Quill immediately upon hearing that college will be paid for is like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Well,
in.
Cirrus would also kind of jump in with a, you don't have to do this if it makes you feel like you're being forced into this, and if I know it's a bit dicey in terms of, and I'll take full responsibility for whatever happens. If anything goes wrong, it's okay. You don't have to join and take part in this if this is something that you just don't feel.
Is Sirius saying this to all of us?
Yeah.
Sirius, we fought a grown man together.
I nearly blackmailed my dad into prison. I don't care. I mean, looks to Raymond.
Like, what?
Like realizes Raymond is still there.
You
Metaphorically speaking, only, I'm sure.
In D&D.
Empty threats.
Yes.
Empty threats.
Empty threats.
Yeah, there was no weight behind them. It's fine.
No, I didn't.
I see nothing.
No, see and hear nothing. See
I
no
hear- I
evil,
see and hear
speak no-
nothing.
Whatever. Okay.
Right.
What happens?
So
it happens in this little area we have by the wall. Stays in this area by the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I
Thank
mean, we
you.
are committing theft, so like.
Yeah.
We are above the law here.
Yeah. You're all
Yeah.
committing.
I'm all
thefts
right with
together.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to
For a
necessarily.
good cause.
Yeah, it's for a great cause. So many people could benefit from this.
Yeah.
I have nothing else going on today, so let's go.
Let's go commit crimes.
It's almost like in capitalistic hellspace. You gotta do some drastic shit sometimes.
And also, I don't want another one of those nabs being just out there.
That's true, especially with the description of the casino owner of a place called Devil's Playground. I don't think a
Yeah,
knife.
That
magical
doesn't
knife.
sound like a great place.
Knives
to
don't
have
belong at playgrounds.
Especially ones that belong to the devil.
Knives don't belong at playgrounds.
Knives don't belong to playgrounds. No.
I love Raymond. Okay.
Yeah, Jenny.
I love everyone. Yes.
Also, Casper, as soon as we get like near the casino, Dee Dee is turning off her fantasy life 360 shit.
don't
Ooh.
question where I am.
Ah, Life 180. You gotta turn that shit off.
Life 180.
Turn that
Yes.
shit off.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
hi,
Hey.
Gabe.
Hi, Gabe.
Hello?
Hi,
Wow.
Gabe.
Hello.
Thank you so much. That's so nice.
You.
I'm just gonna give a little shout out here. Hello.
Hello, Gabe.
Howdy,
Welcome.
howdy.
Gabe, James,
Welcome.
Gabe. Hey,
I
so
also
glad you
have
could
to
stop
write
by.
down that knives don't belong
Don't
at
belong at
playgrounds.
Oh, good. All right, we're-
Playgrounds, and then quote Raymond.
quote Raymond.
Quoth Raymond, knives
Quoth
don't
Raymond.
belong at playgrounds.
I need that to be a like reminder post-it on the end credit thing now.
Oh my God.
Reminder.
Knives
don't belong at
playgrounds.
Playground.
All
I
right.
thought that was general knowledge, but I guess it
Well, we
happened
gotta
enough
remind
that we
people.
have to make a note
Listen,
of it.
listen. It's D&D. We really got to make sure.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everyone has agreed. Saris, you basically say like, Quill, you should go watch from home.
Well, basically just kind of outlines because of the stuff in the news, you'd probably be recognizable in a location like this, especially since you don't know. Some of these people might have done business with your dad, and that would be bad kind of thing. So then just kind of explains that it might
you
be
could have
more.
access to a computer, so we could use your help there.
And you could
Oh.
use CCTV cameras and do all your little hacky stuff and see us in the building, which could be really
Yeah.
cool. Mission Impossible kind of stuff.
I've always wanted to be on
Superstar.
that side of the computer. Okay, yeah, cool.
You can do the 90s hacker voice. I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah, just like that. That's perfect. That's great. Perfect. Practice it so that when we get into communication, contacts, stuff, you can say it.
Cool.
Perfect.
All right.
Nice.
So I'll head back to the apartment. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
They kind of like awkwardly go for a parting hug. Realize like
It's not the move.
no, it just kind of gets like a pat on the like a sort of thing, and it's just I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, I would
Cool.
hope so. If I don't get arrested, but you know.
Please don't. That'd suck. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Which one of these sessions is he finally gonna get arrested?
I'm
After all of
counting
these
down.
threats
I'm
of getting
counting down the,
arrested.
Yeah.
Counting the days.
Counting the days till I go to jail.
Like- It's like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. God. Yeah, Quill just, yeah, I'm fine. You fine? Are we fine? We cool?
This is really awkward.
This is
I'm gonna
strange.
go. I'm gonna go.
No, we'll catch up when I get back, and you can explain
talk.
what this is all this weird.
1000%. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good luck with your hacking. And
Hey.
then Ceres just turns back. What the
This is
hell
so
was
really
that?
awkward.
What was that about?
Raymond rolled with advantage to see if he thinks it's gay, and he got a 13.
Oh, this is queer panic.
So gay.
Here's the
Good.
thing, Raymond, it kind of reminds you a pinch of you and Fletcher a few years ago.
Yeah. That's
So you're
what
like-
he sees, and he's like, I understand.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. I
Those
get
them
it.
bitches gay.
Good for them.
Good
for
Good for them. Good for
Harry
them.
starts planning
Good
if there's anything he can do to help, you know.
Wingman Raymond.
We love to fucking see it.
It's just like, I don't know you two, but this hurts to watch.
Yeah.
Raymond's gonna
I
leave this
am
party better than when they found it.
Thank you, Raymond.
They're going to admit just a little bit more of their feelings for each other by the time I'm done interacting with them.
Thank
not
you, Raymond.
together. Just
I owe
admit it
you
a
my
little bit more.
life.
A little
God. God. So, everyone heads to the casino?
Yeah.
Great.
She's uncomfortable, but she'll do it because she doesn't want to go
He's
home.
like, I don't want to be here, but I also
Hey,
don't want to go home.
broaden your horizons. Do something new. Do something new.
Yeah.
Listen,
a
she
little
walked
kooky.
into a bookstore. She did that.
You're
I'm proud
already
of her.
riding that high. Don't let it go
Let's
now.
keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Keep it going.
We went
Goes from a
bookstore.
bookstore to a casino.
Full steam
It's the
ahead.
next logical
Oh,
step.
of
The
course.
book,
Okay.
the book to casino pipeline.
It's real. It's real.
The book to casino pipeline.
Ah.
It's a gateway place.
Here, listen. You go to the bookstore. You see the D&D books. It gets you rolling dice. Next thing you know, you're at a casino.
You're at a
right?
casino.
Like,
That pipeline's real intense, guys. Be careful.
It goes
you
quick.
see the tarot decks at the bookstore. Suddenly, you're shuffling cards. Next thing you know, you're at a casino. Like,
Everything
into
leads.
a-
Everything is a pipeline to a casino.
You know?
Listen, Dee Dee walks into a bookstore. A place of sin.
I need a meme of Dee Dee, and it's just a meme of
pipeline for
a
water
place
slide.
a place of sin.
Fucking
God,
mess with
that
that pipeline.
pipeline is a water
den of
slide.
heathens.
God.
Den of heathens.
All right.
So we're at the
So-
den of heathens.
You're at the Den of Heathens, aka the Devil's Playground.
AKA the bookstore.
um,
And then you go to the casino.
And then you
Yes.
go come back.
you arrive, Raymond. You've been here a few times. You know the people who work here. Some fortunately, some unfortunately. But you've been here a few times. I imagine that the bouncers, you see like some faces you recognize as security. So they see
You
you
head
and
towards
go,
those people then.
huh?
If there's a couple bouncers, he'd head towards the ones he's seen before.
Okay, yeah. So there's like a couple doors, and each seem to have like security kind of standing outside. They don't look like intentionally imposing, but the fact that they are there is like viewed
It's
as enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, I want you to roll perception.
Cool.
Cool beans.
Okay. 19.
All right. So
Not
as
bad.
as everyone is looking over the casino, what you all see is a very, like, this is like a nice establishment. It looks to be maybe 2 or 3 floors max. It's no massive building, but it is nice. Like, you can see, like, through the windows, like, red velvet drapes, and, like, you can kind of hear music, like live jazz music playing, and the singing voice is stunning. It's coming from inside. You see people coming in and out, dressed very, very, like, very nice. Not everyone. Some people are coming out of jeans and t-shirts, but
Listen, valid.
they're, yeah.
PJ pants and Crocs.
They're allowed in, but you don't know how.
They change in the bathroom.
Yeah. So, well, I'm already in here, so.
Yeah.
But Dee Dee, what you see is around all of the doors, there are sigils. You don't recognize all of them, but you do recognize one of them. And you notice it on this door and that door
shit.
and that window and that window.
Oh shit.
It bars allures from entering.
You'll be free.
Oh, at least there's that.
Oh, you
have
can
peace.
sin comfortably.
You've had one other moment of peace.
And that was in Harpeth's jacket.
Yeah.
Take that as you will,
Still-
people who don't
it's
know.
still witchcraft,
I would
but-
also have moments of peace in Harpeth's jacket. I love
I mean,
it.
who wouldn't have moments of peace in Harpeth's
Honestly,
jacket?
I don't even need Harpeth's jacket. I just need their arms.
I just
You
need
know,
to-
there.
We love Harpeth in this house.
God.
We do.
So,
We
Dee Dee,
worship Harpeth in this house. Yes.
and to anyone else who worships Harpeth, just know that Harpeth would tell you to wear a goddamn mask anyway. So,
I thought you were gonna
Boy.
say wear a goddamn jacket, and it's mine.
Well,
wear it. Wear
yes,
my jacket.
it'll keep you safe.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, Dee Dee, you do recognize those sigils. Raymond, as you approach security, one of the people there, we'll say like a tiefling woman, she sees you and is like, oh, hey Raymond, didn't expect to see you. Oh, you brought friends?
I did.
All right, you do recognize this as Jet. Jet Valentine. You recognize her working here for a few years, at least you know of. Her name is spelled Jhett, and then Valentine, like the holiday,
I did not spell that first name right.
Like the martyr.
like the murder, like the massacre. Yeah, the Valentine's Day massacre. We love 20s gangsters.
Yes,
Oh.
I
Ew.
said martyr, but murder works too.
That works too.
Wow. All right.
Like, Saint Valentine, the martyr, but, murder works too, I guess.
Same thing.
But okay, so you do see Jet. It's
Oi.
like, and you brought friends, not the ones I expected to see.
New friends.
New friends.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
Alright.
thank you. Hope you've been doing well.
Been doing all right,
Good.
just keeping busy. Kind of
That's
looks
the
back
important
and yeah, looks inside. Just boss is here. The boss you'd want to see, I assume. He's kind of flitting around inside.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll hear him before you see him. You know how he is.
I do.
And she just kind of, you're fine. I will need to check age on IDs. And she kind of gestures to the rest of you. She takes it, looks at it. All right, takes it. Dear Saris, looks at him. All right, and kind of looks to you, Dee Dee. Right? Thank you. And she takes it, and looks it over.
Like, I don't want to hand this to you.
All right, hands it back. Like, just did not even seem to notice.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Let me tell you, she checks so many IDs. It's
Doesn't
ju-
care. It's
No.
Literally
dates.
just looking
Yeah.
for the
Just
dates.
Why did I?
dates.
Yeah.
Why did I envision like Dee Dee hands over the ID and it just says "in a cult" on it, and it's just like, well, here you go.
Sorry, that was my cult card.
Oh, sorry, that was my cult ID that I got when I became a member of the cult. It's my membership card.
It's just like a punch card.
It's my cult membership punch card.
How many times you go to a cult meeting, you get a punch?
Yeah, you get a punch. That sucks. All right.
So,
Just
You
have,
have-
a pile of like punched holes. Like, just the little circles are left. Like, here you go.
Piece them together like a puzzle.
oh my god.
That's a game, though.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep the security distracted. Right?
Yeah.
Keep them on their
was-
toes always.
It would never be completed. There would always be holes in that puzzle, Jason. It's a
Yeah.
terrible puzzle.
Exactly.
It keeps the
sucks.
security busy.
Yeah,
So we
they try to
go
find the
in-
little hole.
You go in. All right. You all head into this casino, and to anyone, which is I'm assuming most of you, who has never been in a casino before, it
I have
is.
been in a set of casinos.
It stinks.
Oh, I meant characters. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Mid-ish 20s. What the fuck?
Sorry, I meant players. Knowing your characters, I
Both
assume.
Jason and I were like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, I meant the characters. I'm
Oh,
assuming.
I
that-
was laughing at the fact that you're like, if you've ever been to a casino, and I said it stinks.
It does, it's very smelly.
It's very stinky.
Well, this one actually smells pretty nice.
Oh.
Like you
Good.
kind of you
That's
smell
good.
what you smell is like the faint smell of clove, the gambler's spice. You smell clove and like a slight hint of like vanilla. It smells very warm and comforting. And you all look around and you see many gambling tables are busy. You see people playing blackjack and poker, and you see slot machines, and you hear the ding 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 of bless you.
Thanks.
Bless you.
That was
Um,
intense.
Yeah,
You
you hear the
see-
sound of bless you.
You hear the sounds of ring ding 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 ring, like people winning and cheering. You hear music, and up on stage you see a gorgeous moon elf, very androgynous with short white hair, striking makeup, like a button up with a vest and bow tie, and like slim pants, and what looks to be like the little kind of bustle, the bump on a skirt that kind of goes
Mhm.
down. It's like that.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like this like half dress, half suit outfit
I love to see it.
as they are singing into the microphone. It looks very old timey. It's kind of got the stand, and they got a big band behind them. And I would say, Dee Dee, you recognize from your time in college, there is a pinch of bardic magic happening with that performer up there. But it doesn't feel intense. And I will, though, need everyone to roll wisdom for me.
They're a glamour bard.
Yeah. What was this for? Rolling wisdom?
Wisdom.
Natural 19.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Natural 20, which makes that a 25.
Okay.
Sorry.
None of you. No, that's fine. That's totally fine. You all walk in and you're like, huh, this is
Pretty
nice.
music.
But you don't feel.
Swanky place.
But you don't feel anything. Yes.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see exactly what it is?
Of course.
Hell yeah! This is my shit. It's what I got my goddamn degree
It's
in.
not. It's not. It's bardic and not fey, right?
Right. Well.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. It's
Okay,
bardic,
never
not
mind,
fey.
Never mind.
21.
21.
What?
She does that
Um,
one the most.
So you got over a 20.
Yeah, I got a 21. I
Okay.
rolled a 16 and then it's a +5.
I got over a 20. So what you notice first is like it's not like charmed or persuasion or anything. It feels literally like mood music. And that their music is to put everyone in a certain mood. You know? Get people spending money, get people excited, get people daring, get people betting. With that over 20 though, you feel something familiar. They're not Moon Elf. They're territorial. This is an allure.
Damn it! Fuck! God fucking damn it, these motherfuckers.
And they're just kind of vibing on stage, singing, kind of like pointing to certain people and giving like a little wave and, just schmoozing the crowd.
This poor religious girl has literally just encountered a demon in her religion, and it's like, all right, I already don't want to be here.
So yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's a perfect place for this kind of demon. So
Yeah, I know. That's why she didn't want to be here.
At least
she doesn't want to be most places. To be fair,
yeah.
Is the
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
I and Saris would not know this, I guess, whatever.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the runes on the building,
Mhm.
that be keeping it in?
It's keeping other allures
It's
out.
like other out. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's what I was thinking.
Dee Dee, you do not feel the looming presence of 8-bit Tilda Swinton over your shoulder.
God damn it. You say one thing once.
No, I love it so much.
I love the fact that at first you say, I think that Moon Elf is gay, and now it's, I correct myself, this allure sounds gay.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, without saying anything, is actually going to try to, as nonchalantly as possible, put herself behind Andromeda.
Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't care. She kind of expects it at this point from Dee Dee. She's just like, okay.
All right, so I want everyone, while you are in here, to roll perception for me.
Well, we know we
What do my eyeballs see?
natural fucking 20.
Hey.
14.
But I believe it's a 26.
14.
26.
Got another
26,
16.
16,
14.
14?
Yeah.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna start at the top of the order with Rami.
Hello.
Again, you see this place is bustling. You see people are coming and going. It's mid-afternoon. The bar is still already hopping,
Yeah.
like you see like people are at gambling tables because, drinks are comped when you're playing a game at certain casinos. So you see people just getting so many drinks, playing all their cards and just this is a bustling place on a weekday in the afternoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what time is it?
Afternoon. I would say about 2:00.
Oh my god. Holy
On a
shit.
weekday.
Holy shit.
And you see people going up towards the stage and you see like what look to be like jars out and you see people just shoving tips in the jars and like waving up to the singer who keeps kind of like gesturing to them all, blowing kisses and keeping them going. And you just hear lots of laughing. You hear great times. And you would notice someone in particular who seems to be kind of going from table to table. They are a young human man, probably around the age of like 25. It's kind of got like, they've got like short, light brown hair. They're wearing like a dark button up, like a black button up with a black vest and like a light gray tie that has like this, like a symbol of the casino on the shirt. Or on the vest, black pants, black boots, and they're walking around being followed by someone who's wearing a matching uniform to the guards outside, except this guard who is a shorter, around the same age, Asmar, with like, I believe gray skin, white eyes, white hair, is kind of following this guy around. And you're kind of able to extrapolate this is probably staff. Especially because they're hopping from table to table, you're assuming maybe manager. So you are able to spot what you assume to be a manager, and he is just hamming it up with all these people. He is chatting and talking and laughing and, hey, looks like you're having a good time, huh? That sort of thing. So our 16s, Dee Dee and Raymond.
I'm gonna turn the AC off. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So for Dee Dee and for Raymond, you again see people, bustling, coming and going. And you two wouldn't notice the manager and their bodyguard, but you would notice what looks to be, I would say that you two are able to kind of start spotting where the kind of tucking away rooms would be. You're able to start kind of catching where the TVs are and the cameras are. So that's the information you're able to grab. So if you have any questions about that later, I'm not going to make you roll. I'll just give it to you.
Cool.
Saris, you
don't
aren't
see anything.
No, what you see something,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's something catches your eye that you know isn't what you're here for, but you see a familiar face at one of the tables. You actually see a few familiar faces at one of the tables. You see a group of people that seem to be playing poker. You see the most familiar face is I'll put him in about his 30s. He appears to be a very pale man with short, dark hair slicked back with piercing green eyes as he's lounging in his chair holding cards.
Jesus Christ.
Next to him,
bless.
next to him
bless.
is an equally, actually more pale gentleman with long dark hair, kind of in a braid off to the side. They're both dressed to the nines, very classy. You see them, and also sitting not next to them, but at the same table, you notice someone that you've bumped into at a few parties. You see they've got half black, half white hair.
Yay!
They are wearing what look to be like trip pants and like I got a
Yeah.
tattered tank top,
Edgelord.
black form-fitting. You see he's also playing seated next to a tall, fur-bowled woman who's dressed like very cottagecore, and she just seems to be happily holding her cards, like nodding along. And an Aragonazi girl, well, we'll say girl, she looks to be in her 20s, is kind of like lounging behind them, drinking a drink, and it's just like, hey, no, you gotta win this hand or I'm not gonna get any more drinks. And she's kind of patting on the shoulder. And you just see these familiar faces.
Who let them in? Who let them all in? This is the worst group of people to let into this casino.
What do you do, Saris? You see two very familiar faces and one fairly familiar face. Are you trying to hide?
Oh yeah. Don't look over here. No, what is this? No. No. Can I roll stealth?
Yeah, you gotta beat a
20 something.
I rolled a nat 20.
I was saying, yeah, the way Gazzer reacted. I'm gonna guess that wasn't a nat 20.
No, it was an 18. I got up there. But
You know,
not-
you did. It was great. But unfortunately,
Yeah. Oops.
you are seen. And you as a group just hear from this table, Saris. As the shorter gentleman with
Don't
green
fall.
eyes.
This itty bitty fucking.
Oh, I didn't know you. Oh, come here. I didn't know you gambled. No, pause the game. Saris.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking to someone.
I have never seen this individual before in my entire life.
They seem like they know your name.
There are so many Sarises in the city. It could be a number of
I
us.
haven't met a single other Sarah.
Saris Althane Paxton.
That's a very specific name that just happens
I think
to be
they know
mine.
your name.
That just happens to be mine.
They look over. He looks over to the long-haired, and you see this long-haired gentleman just. I don't think he wants to talk. Oh, nonsense! Gets up. You
Does
notice that
Raymond know who he is or not?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd
cool.
say you've seen him around.
Okay.
You know that he also has beef with a certain someone. Yeah. So Fletcher and this guy have had some talks, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So over comes your Uncle Richard.
Yay.
Last time you and I spoke, you were asking me to preemptively bail you out of prison, and now I see you here. Looks to you. Oh, Raymond. Hello.
Hello. I guess good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you. How do you two know each other?
Interesting story.
It just happened today. We just met.
Oh, small world.
New friends.
Oh, look at you, making so many friends. And tell me, Sarah, speaking of friends, or who gestures to Dee Dee and Rami?
These are friends of mine from work. This is Rami,
Rami.
and this is Dee Dee.
Hello. At this point, he offers his left hand. It's like, hello. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Richard. And Rami, at this point, you hear in your head.
Sorry. Nice to meet you. She'd shake his hand.
That's a pleasure.
Look very confused, like
But yeah, just a little excited in your head. And he just, I didn't know you gambled, Sarah. Why have you and I never played?
I don't gamble. I don't play.
Oh, are you here to learn? Well, I am the master. Let me teach. Come.
Oh
No.
oh god.
I mean,
Just watch around. Humor me.
but what if I'm busy with something?
I don't think he's gonna take no for an answer.
It seems like your uncle wants to play cards.
Yes, your dearest uncle really just wishes to bond with his nephew. Get over here.
And then
And he starts.
it clicks in Andromeda's head of, okay, yeah, this is someone that Thesperience knows. Because she was like, gives me no context. You just,
That's just all you got. And yeah, Richard I just want to get over here. And it's kind of ushering for all of you to come to the table.
Just like, I didn't know he was an uncle.
It's
I didn't know he had access to children.
Fair. He will corrupt those children.
He will.
Ooh. Saris is actually going to usher Dee Dee forward first as
oh god! Sacrifice
we're
her.
trying to teach Dee Dee some new hobbies
You were
that she could
She's a lamb to slaughter in this moment.
No.
Why not? You don't want to learn how to play cards.
No.
Why not? You need to have some sort of hobby, and I'm trying to help.
I can't have hobbies, and you know that.
Okay, then it's not a hobby. It's a one-off fun with new friends. We're getting to try something new, expanding
Do you
our
remember
horizons.
the thing that we were talking about fun things?
It's
Can't
not
do
fun.
things.
It's not fun.
It's Ceres, it's gambling. I can't do gambling.
Well, as long as you don't put any money down.
No. No.
Oh.
Richard kind of leans into Saris quietly. Is this your cultist friend? Don't tell your mother I worded it that way.
I told her not to tell anyone about that.
Well, she didn't say cultist, but I put the pieces together.
That's rude. Don't call people cultists.
Do you know what that religion is, Saris? That's a cult.
It's
Trust
a cult.
me.
It's a cult, but I don't want her to overhear you calling her a cultist.
All right, your religious friend, then. You don't typically have a lot of those. Well, actually, you
religious
do.
friends.
You do.
Hmm.
All right. Is it against your religion to watch other people gamble? You can let us stew in our misery with vices.
I fucking love Richard. I miss
First
Richard
of all,
so
can I
much.
roll to see if I heard any of that?
You're gonna have to roll real high.
I will do my best.
Richard is proficient at shit talking. This
Yes.
is gonna be hard.
That's okay. I just want to see.
God, I miss Richard.
I do want you to know Birin would have never called her that.
No,
No.
yeah, I was like,
No.
oh, Biren would have never said
So-
cultist.
No.
What should I use?
Hearers?
Perception, you are going to roll at disadvantage.
Okay, then let me grab another d20. No fucking way. Okay.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 19 and a 17.
Okay.
You said perception,
Yeah.
so that would be
gonna
19
I'm
total
gonna lose
for the
all
lowest.
my friends.
So
Richard.
you don't. Dee Dee doesn't hear anything about cultists. It's more you are able to pick up bits and pieces that he seems to be aware of who you and Rami are in relation to Saris by what you're able to pick up.
Mhm.
So what Dee Dee would pick up is, oh, like, so this is family. And does sort of in some way. They don't look at all alike, but you would be confirmed of this is 1000% someone who actually knows this guy.
Valid.
But you don't hear the cult thing because
Okay. That's
Richard
good.
If the full name didn't give you any indication.
Richard actually didn't want you to hear that because he's still trying to see what he can get from you.
It's not because he
So-
wanted to be nice.
No, not to a stranger.
No, never.
God forbid.
But yeah, Richard just kind of gives that gesture of,
I'm not really supposed to.
haven't you heard the phrase, rules are meant to be broken? Trust me, I'm a professional.
I'm sure.
I can attest.
I'm sure you are. I'm not. So.
Oh, always time to start with novicehood. Come along.
No. No. I'm
Well,
just
then-
here because I want to support. I shouldn't be here.
Well, you are. So come along. As he's kind of gesturing now all of you, he's like kind of beckoning you. And at this point, Saris, you would see that Claudius and your partying buddy have noticed you. Your partying buddy seems to be more focused on his hand right now. But Claudius, you see Claudius just looking at Richard like,
I miss Claudius so much.
you see this faintest, I'm so sorry, from Claudius.
Is there nothing you can do about this?
Do you think there is?
If I could have
bad.
done something, I
I'd
would have
like-
done it years
I-
ago.
I want to I want to hope so.
I have known him for nearly 200 years.
Exactly.
No.
that's fine. Oh, come on, please. Please.
Richard, can you just... They are not here for a family bonding situation. Also, you never brag about being anyone's uncle, so you're just doing this to get a rise out of him. Can you stop? Can you just come sit back down? We're in the middle of a game that you had to... But you see the dealer is just kind of standing there on their phone.
The dealer's like, I'm getting paid for this regardless.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah. Just go however long you want. I'm still getting paid.
I don't care. I'm getting paid. You even see like the manager walk by, and it's just, hey, how's it going? It's like, hey, we paused the game. Oh, okay, have a great time. Manager walks off.
Manager doesn't fucking care.
Nah, people are having a great time. He doesn't care.
How about you play with Raymond? Raymond, do you play cards at all? Have you played?
Not that often, to be honest.
Well, here's a perfect opportunity to.
And Richard just kind of like looks to you, Raymond. It's like, would you like to play, or are you busy?
We are rather busy. We do have a reason, but I will take a rain check on that. I'm not opposed to playing cards with you. We just maybe now isn't the very best time.
What if you and yours against you and mine, and kind of gestures to Claudius? Like, I'm sure he needs to get out of the house more anyway. We'll rain check.
I think that sounds like a good plan. I am interested in learning how to play cards.
Perfect. Do you think that yours is going to be a sore loser?
Well, I've never played cards very much, so I can't say.
I'll get flame-proof cards. Excellent. Okay, thank you. As Richard
It's
just...
like, those are a thing.
I'm sure they are in fantasy world.
Yeah, it can be enchanted. There's enchanted
I feel
cards
like-
to help cheat. Like,
I feel like Raymond's led a rather innocent life and has just never heard of flame-proof cards.
Yeah.
I was like, well, they make
You're
things like
so
that.
right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do see at the table as Richard's kind of approaching again with this it's like, well, I didn't want to do that much anyway. I don't want to have to hear from his fathers about him corrupting him with poker and blah, blah. And it's all just bullshit. You know he's just a sore loser.
you don't give a flying fuck about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Also, I think poker is the least of what they would scold him for with what they
Oh,
taught
for
Sarah.
sure.
All the things that Richard has done in his life. Yeah.
But as Richard
Poker's the
approaches, you do see the Aragonazi person. She kind of stands up and is wearing, you see, short booty shorts, right? Like knee-high boots with like heels this big. You know, she's wearing like, you know, a tank top. It's like a graphic tank top. It was a tank top. It's now a crop top.
Damn fucking right.
You see fishnets under the shorts into the boots. And you see her dyed blue hair pulled up. And she's like, oh my God, Osiris, is that your friend? Oh my God, hi.
Hi.
Apparently you're really cool. We need to hang out sometime.
Maybe when I'm not busy with stuff.
Okay. Later,
Okay.
but Osiris, why do you have so many hot friends? Hi.
Hi.
She's gesturing, so she's like, kind of, you notice that she's now making eye contact with like Rami and Didi and just like a big wave. You can tell by the way she's holding her drink that she's probably inebriated.
Very drunk.
But yeah, you just see Osiris just like, oh, Lucy, sit, and kind of like pull her down into her seat. And
I love Lucy so much.
And you just see the furbolg woman just go, okay, is this a good hand? Like gestures over to Richard. As Richard leans over and just goes, I still don't know where you get it, but definitely play that hand.
Oh,
As he
Richard!
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, no.
She's getting real good at poker.
No.
Oh, sweet girl.
No, poor sweet
So-
mama.
So you kind of see as you look around, you've avoided this. Saris, you were successfully able
You are free.
teaming up with Raymond and Didi and Claudius. You were able to get Richard back the fuck to his table.
Wow, what
And
an accomplishment.
You controlled.
yeah, you won. Richard is already back in the game. Like
Of course he is.
the dealers already put their phone away and kind of dealing out cards. And if you watch for a moment, you watch that Richard is mentoring this furbolg woman on like what cards to play and stuff.
Sweet.
Um,
That's so
Since
good.
Richard being a dick.
But,
well, he's just like, ooh.
I was gonna say, why? Don't do that to her. Don't do that.
Leave her alone.
So just because you got Lucy and Osiris, the furbolg's woman is named Nym, Nnym. And I tell you this because I'm not done with them yet. For now, yes, but we'll see.
I love that.
I
love it.
So,
Also, I know we talked about this earlier. Is this pre-prison or post-prison?
post.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
this is post.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So proud. Can I Can I roll perception to see about the...
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
15.
You're kind of able to look around. It's still on there.
Cool. Osiris still has an ankle bracelet.
Risen.
Government of what is it? The government assigned ankle bracelet.
Yep.
Somehow it's not going off right now, but
That's fine.
they're here having a good time.
This is one of their approved places to
I
be.
guess. I guess.
So yeah, as you look around, you've all kind of, okay, God, dodged that one. And you all at this point see the manager. Again, you're looking for the owner, but you do see the manager, and Raymond, you know the manager. As this young human man walks on over to the bar and seems to be checking in on the bartenders, being followed by this Azamar man who's kind of giving like little haze to everyone. Where's my 20? Okay, they do not notice you, but you notice them. What do you do? They seem to be otherwise unoccupied. I would say you would all recognize this as likely a manager.
So, where are we supposed to find this knife? It was with the owner of the place? Does he have an office in the building? This is to Raymond.
Does Raymond know this?
You would know that Caden does indeed have an office here. And you know that since the manager's here, he's probably not in.
Cirrus, that's your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
The manager that we have here now is not Caden, which means that Caden, the manager who Raymond said the knife is probably in the office of, that means he isn't here. So it might be a good time to look into that.
Okay.
Great.
I'd say so. We just have to figure out where the office is.
Yes.
What was that about?
Second.
Right, guy.
I don't want to interrupt the conversation.
Anybody have any objections to looking around for an office?
Hey, Raven, you son of a bitch! When did you get here?
Got here briefly.
As the manager, just without any regard for what you are saying, walks over with a big smile on his face.
Good to see you again.
Hey, it's good to see you too. I wasn't aware you were hopping in. Did your boss come with you, eh?
Not today. He was tired. He had to do a book signing earlier.
Oh.
So you know how those tire him out.
Yeah, heard.
Yeah.
Understood. Hey, who you brought with you? You don't normally bring new recruits, huh? Who are
I
you?
usually don't have no friends, but I do today, so.
Hey, well, what do you... Can I get some names? What should I call you folks?
I'm Rami.
Rami, all right, like it.
Saris.
Sarah Sand. Dee. Hey, I like it. Rolls off the tongue well. Dee. Hey. All right. Well, thank you,
Dee.
Rami, Sarah, Dee. It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Lou. I am the manager on site right now. Thank you so much for coming to my casino. Well, not my casino, but I'm kind of running the joint right now. And this here is my main man, Vinny. Well, Vincent. Vincent. And kind of gestures over to the Azamar man who just
I like fitting the
hi.
stereotype.
Just
Raymond gives a little wave to Vinny.
hi Raymond. Hello. It's like, yeah, this is my head enforcer, so you better watch out, all right? Keep on your best behavior and you won't have any issues. But what's the best behavior at the Devil's Playground? Hey, right, Raymond, you understand. You've been here before.
I get it.
All right. So what can I do you for? You all get the drink? You look a little young. We all look a little young. I mean, look at me. You here to gamble? You here to just walk around? I can show you around if you'd like.
Some of them have never been to a casino before.
Oh, Well, I am honored that you decided to come to ours, the best in town. At least that's what I like to say. I mean, not
it's a good first one for them to, get the experience.
Oh, yeah. And you came at just the right time. It kind of gestures to the stage as you see the singer is still going strong. Yeah, they've got a challenge. They're going to try and sing all day. Here's the thing. I've heard them sing for 10 hours straight before. They can do it, but they've never tried 12. They are adamant because they want to make every set in those tip jars. I told them that's not very safe, but you know what? Who am I to restrict them creatively? I'm just a supportive boss. That's all I do. Anyway, what can I do if you want a tour?
A tour would be great. Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Hey.
Even Rami's a little like, whoa.
Whoa. I also want to mention that Dee Dee has been, cautiously, kind of trying to watch it out of the corner of her eye, has been watching the Allure,
the whole
nonstop. She doesn't trust it. I know as a player they're okay sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Dee Dee does not.
Dee Dee thinks they're just flat out evil.
Yeah, Allures are not even remotely all evil, but Dee Dee is under the impression that they are. But yeah.
Religious brainwashing.
So you would see that they would make eye contact with you a few times, but every time they would just give a little wave, and that's it. Yeah.
Look at me.
If anyone else catches these interactions, you always see after the wave a little, and then they continue singing.
Raymond waves back a little bit.
Yeah, you probably recognize them. So yeah, you are all then going to get a tour, but I think that's a perfect time for us to call it this week because we are getting towards our wrap-up time.
Sad, but
Yeah. So
we could get a tour.
you will, next session will be the tour and further learning about the patrons and the other staff here at this casino. So next session, we will also be having Raymond back because Ashley will be here to play Raymond for the rest of the, depending on how long you all take at the casino, Ashley, you may be here more than just 2 sessions.
With that,
I mean,
Yeah.
can we just
Be more than
consensually
2 sessions.
kidnap Ashley for a little bit?
Sure. I mean, actually, you should probably
more
answer.
than
Yeah.
2 sessions.
yeah,
It's going to be more than 2 sessions,
Yeah.
I figure.
I'm totally fine with that.
Hey, well, thank you all so much for coming to enjoy the stream. I hope you all had as much fun as we did. I'm very excited. So we will not be coming back to this next week because next week will be SS Verbena, all aboard the SS Verbena with
Boats,
Jason.
boats,
Back on the boat. Back on the boat.
Back on the boat. Back on the boat.
Back on the boat.
Back on the boat. I'm
God.
on a boat. Sorry.
What are we doing?
So that will be next week, same time, same
Verb.
place.
Verb.
But first, before we go, I want to start off again by saying thank you very much to Grinding Coffee Co. If you could get a little shout out for coffee, Grinding Coffee Co. in the chat.
Shout out for coffee.
being-
Here's to coffee.
Shout out for
Just
coffee,
coffee.
gay coffee specifically.
coffee.
Coffee itself is gay.
Gay
coffee. We all
coffee.
scream for coffee.
The
Yeah.
coffee beans, they're gay.
Oh,
Yes.
They are.
Sure
They are gay. I mean,
If
if you,
you're not gay already, they'll make you gay, and you're welcome.
yeah,
They put water from the Rainbow River on the coffee beans.
yeah.
You'll turn
Um,
gay the second.
I mean, it's one of them is literally called the Gay Agenda, so I don't think I need to tell you what happens.
Obviously, that's the agenda.
Yes.
Coffee.
But if you want to get 10% off of your coffee, mugs, sweatshirts, face masks, whatever, they're making decaf. They have stuff made specifically for cold brew. They've got all sorts of stuff. They got stickers and everything. If you use that link in the chat, and if you're watching this on YouTube in the description, and use promo code, all one word, Nexilis Games, you can get 10% off your order, and it helps support our streams here. So thank you very much to Grinding Coffee Co. for supporting us. I also want to do one last run through of signing off with our players. So where you can find them all. Again, we're going to start with our guest, Ashley. Again, if you can just remind people, what sort of projects are you wanting to promote right now? Just like a few of them.
You can find me, first of all, at ashlycraft.card.co, and there's probably a link in the, there's my little link in the chat right now. You can also find me on social media. Twitter is Ashley_craft. On Instagram and TikTok and Tumblr and pretty much every other site that I have an account on is Ashley Craft without the underscore.
Mhm.
I also have 2 other projects that are kind of things I've been working on a lot recently. One is my fantasy comedy podcast, Finley and the Chaos Crew. Yeah, in March, the third episode is going to come out sometime the middle or end of March. And also sometime soon in March, we're going to be launching Diary of Mothman, which is a queer immersive novel that's told through letters sent to your house or your email. So it's a story of found family and friendship, and everyone is queer and Mothman is queer. So that's going to be launching soon. We're going to have a Kickstarter for it, so there's going to be lots of cool things to pledge for. Thank you.
I'm so stoked.
Same.
Mothman.
Mothman. Also, if you want to find Finley and the Chaos Crew, if you follow Thesperience on social media, we also promote it there. And we will be sure boosting the hell out of this Mothman thing because that is so cool.
Cecil, moth.
All right, and then next up is going to be Jason.
The Rulo. Actually, that's not my name. Hi.
Changed it up.
It's not my name. Hi. I'm the DM for All Aboard the SS Verbena. Come on to my boat and we'll go for a trip. It's great. There's going to be some crazy stuff next week, so definitely come out and take a look at what we got going on. Also, if you haven't seen the first episode, it is up on YouTube now.
Hell yeah.
So you can go catch up with what happened last time. I guess other projects. Today, of all days, a Monday, Office Type launched its updated demo on Steam.
That's awesome!
So if you want to finally play
After
the
years.
Office Type updated demo, it features dates for every single character on the roster.
That's fucking awesome.
If you want to go and meet a little bit of figure out who your Office Type is, add love to your resume and play the demo of Office Type.
Really cute.
On Steam.
That's really cute.
Also, the week of March 7th, so that's also coming up soon, the full game of the 18 plus BL Nightshade will also be releasing.
Yeah.
And you should get it. You should buy it. You should play it. You should tell me how you liked it, because I am in it. I voice one of the antagonists. That is my son. That is my baby. Go play it. It's really great. There are a lot of great people in it. The story is great. The art style is great. There's like some animated cinematics in it that have been done for it. It looks crazy cool. You should definitely go check it out. And play it when it releases. So 2 games are there for your enjoyment that I had a hand in. So definitely go and check those out.
Hey, so excited.
That's awesome.
I'm also knitting Magna socks. I thought
Yeah!
I should just
I'm
put
so
that out there.
excited.
So if you remember from Welcome to Nexilis, our first campaign, Magna
Crunchy.
Socks, they won't be crunchy, but they will be cute.
They'll be cute.
They
won't be crunchy.
They will be cute.
They'll be good.
Yeah. They weren't crunchy to begin with.
No, they had to get crunchy at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But...
All right. And next will be Chelsea.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. You can find me everywhere on social media using Dang It Barb. I don't have any projects to recommend because I have been working in my legitimate job that I've had to deal with. But I will say, support your healthcare workers. We're all very fucking tired right now. And please, God, unless you absolutely need to go to the ER, don't. Go to an urgent care first, please.
But if you have to go to the ER, please go to
please
the ER.
go to the fucking ER.
Like, if you have to go.
Yeah.
If you have to go to the ER, please go to the ER. We're not saying not go to the ER.
If you don't have to, and if you do, please be understanding. We're all very tired.
Yeah. Well, you can go follow Chelsea on Twitter, because I'm sure that if you are in any future projects, it'll be there.
It will be on Twitter, yeah. Or Instagram, one of the two, probably Twitter.
Yeah. All right, and then next up is going to be Jenny.
Hello. So I don't have too much going on right now outside of anything that I'm doing with Thesperience and this whole group of wacky, wonderful people. But I am an artist, and my commissions are basically almost always open. You can message me anywhere, but the best place to reach me is probably on my Twitter. I don't have any set prices right now. I basically go based on people's budget and how difficult the piece will be for me to do. So if you want art made, I do that. I'm also trying to branch out in my voice acting, so if there's any projects you would like me to look into or anything that you'd like me to audition for, please feel free to reach out to me. I will never be upset about it.
Yeah. All right, and then hello, I am your DM for Clocked In, and you can find me again everywhere under Casper Oliver VO or Casper Oliver. Present projects are mostly Thesperience related. I am in Finley and the Chaos Crew with Ashley. I am where Jar of Rebuke is looking to come back here soon. Well, production is returning. Episodes will not be episodes will be coming out once the entirety of the rest of this present season is written and recorded. But I will give updates on my Patreon about that. So yeah. And what else is there? I am starting to make homebrew murder mystery based tabletop games. So if you like murder mysteries and want to play something other than D&D, I'm going to start releasing that on my itch.io. But also, yeah, and my Patreon supporters, $5 and above will all have access to it as well. I am in The Softboiled Detective. I haven't been in it yet, but I voiced a few minor characters and then a special character that'll be released later in the season. Very excited. Also in Georgie Romero Was Done For, made by the same team. Again, I voiced a character. A non-binary podcaster, believe it or not, is what I play. So
you play yourself?
It's a very challenging role.
Yeah, especially because it's literally a true crime podcaster.
It's very difficult. It's nothing that you could relate to at all.
No,
this is way out of your wheelhouse.
Jamie Ripley was honestly the hardest character for me to play because I could not understand.
No, I couldn't connect.
No, I just could not connect. But
did
anyway,
you have to do method acting to get into the character?
Yeah, I did. I watched so much Forensic Files.
I was gonna say, did you have to research a lot for that role?
I did, yes. And just to get the energy just right, I didn't sleep for like a few days.
Wow.
You just like Jared.
You're really committed. You're really committed.
You really got into that.
A true artiste.
I was gonna say
no one needs
life,
no one needs to know that research and lack of sleep would have happened anyway. Well,
now that you said it, everyone's gonna assume.
Oh shit, we're still live.
Shut up, fuck.
Delete the last minute.
It's okay. That's gonna be edited before the VOD goes up on YouTube, so no one will ever.
No, it's fucking not.
No, it's fucking not.
I'm joking.
I'm not down.
I can tell a joke. I'm funny. No. God damn it.
You are. So everyone, thank you all so much for coming out. We need to wrap up. But we love you all very much. Remember, hydrate or dihydrate.
And take your medication.
Take your medication if you haven't already.
Take your medication.
Also, I kind of hate to do this, but I feel I would be irresponsible to not. The world is on fire right now. Things are a mess everywhere. It's hard to feel like it's going to be okay, but I need you in the chat to know that things will be okay and that we can get through this by supporting each other and taking care of ourselves. So please be sure, don't start doom scrolling on social media. Take care of yourself. Make sure you eat. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Take a walk. Pet a stuffed animal. Whatever you have to do. And remember that whatever you are doing is enough, even if it's just getting through day to day. We love you very much and hope you take care of yourself. And we can't wait to see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Wait. Where's my scrolly?
Where's the scrolly?
Bye.